up, guys? How
What
are
is
you?
going on?
We are back with the randomness on Tuesday
It's
nights.
and nothing more random than what's been going on here.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We were little technical issues going on behind stage, but it's okay. We figured out how to do this.
Yeah, I'm going mobile, unfortunately, because I got one laptop with no audio, another one with no microphone.
Exactly. So who we got here? We got Patrick. We got Noah. What's up, Noah? How are you? Lena.
And I'm working on
Uh,
being able to see who's in
yeah,
the chat. Because
it's
on
all right.
mobile, it just doesn't work that way.
I can handle that. It's good. We got Arthur, and I think that's it right now. So,
Thanks for hanging
but
in there, everybody. Sorry about all the issues
exactly.
getting started up.
We're good. We're back, though. We got this.
We've
100% got
got it.
this. Yes, we do. It feels good to be back on Tuesdays, doesn't
Yes, it does. I've been
it?
missing it a little bit.
Yeah, I know. But that was mostly my end and technical issues on my end. And I come back fixed with technical issues, and we
Yeah,
got technical.
at least it wasn't your computer.
This is true because I would be really mad.
You would be really upset.
I would be ripping things through walls. Oh man. So,
So Danny's back in the theme park world, enjoying some
oh
roller
guys, yes,
coasters.
yes. Wait. You want to talk about random?
Yeah.
So I didn't tell you this one before we went uh out there and went live because we didn't have our normal chat and all that. And I want to show you what I found today. Hold on, not that. Let me remove not that. uh, sure, yeah, this. Boom. Look at what I found.
What is that? It is really hard to see on my phone what it is. So,
Oh, yeah. Well, that is actually a traveling fair. That is a sky
oh,
flyer. That's a sky
y-
flyer. It's a little closer. The guys working on it.
well, you know,
You see in the back there the Ferris wheel.
yep. Traveling
So,
fair
yep,
where a half-inch socket
exactly,
and an Allen key set is all you
exactly.
need.
The Cobra Kitty coaster. I mean, come on, right? I mean,
6 bolts and a prayer to keep that thing together.
like, come on, man. Like, so I literally found this on my way home tonight from work, driving down the main strip, and I see this giant wheel sticking up over the trees, and I'm like, no, no, tell me that. Like, at first, I'm like, what is that? Because it was just like an arch, and I'm like, it had no cars on it. So I'm like, wait, what is? I'm like, no. I screeched tires to turn to the right and pull into this parking lot, and there's a video from this. That's all I'm saying is,
Say, did you ask him if you could write anything that was already set up?
I did, and the guy would have said, he said, well, I would let you ride the coaster, but we have no power to it right now.
Oh, well,
So yeah, I'm like, well, when the Ferris wheel had power, I'm like, well, I could sit in one of the cars and test, but then I'm like, wait, maybe I shouldn't. Not that, because I'm watching how they put these things together, and no, no, it was
yeah,
fun.
though, I go to our county fair every year and I get on all those flat rides.
What's up, Sean? Oh yeah, obviously, of course, and you have to.
What's going
My
on?
mother, look what my mother said. All rides you've been on, exactly,
Yep. Yeah, and you know what? It's
exactly.
probably the same rides he was on as a kid.
Yeah, yep, probably that coaster probably is.
Welcome in,
Lena
Clark. How you
and
doing?
I've missed you guys. We've missed you too, Lena.
Yes, Lena, we have.
Griswold Family Vacay. What is going on, Danny? Thanks for joining us.
Danny probably doesn't want to know what I'm drinking right now.
It looks like a white Russian.
Actually, no. It is actually my strawberry moonshine.
Okay.
I got a strawberry cream and I've got an orange cream.
Yeah. Tony said, Patrick said,
Yeah.
any chance to talk to the carnival people, Danny would take it. Yeah.
It's really like being back in New York.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they actually, without me even asking, they actually offered, because I told them who I was and what I do and all that. You know, obviously I don't never leave that out. You know, it's like the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. You know.
Yep.
Here's my business card. You know. And
welcome in, Michigan.
They were like, yeah, well, social distancing will be in effect here with hand sanitizer. I was like, oh, a traveling fair doing. I'm like, okay.
The question is, are the traveling fair guys going to be doing hand washing? That's very important.
You know what? I don't know where they're going to get the soap or the water, but you know. They did have some pretty impressive big RVs there, though.
Oh, they usually do. You know,
yeah.
When ours come to town, the thing that impresses me the most is the rolling hotel that they have.
Mm-hmm.
They've got these little, basically 5x5 rooms that they live in.
Yep.
And it looks like a horse trailer with doors on it.
Yep.
And they're lined up all along, and that's where they all sleep at night. And it's like,
exactly.
Man, I couldn't imagine living the majority of my years sleeping in those little tiny boxes.
Arthur, I believe they are actually getting new trains for the Mindbender. I believe they're actually in the park already too, if I'm not mistaken, seeing them. So, yep. Patrick said, "Fair guys wash hands." Great question.
Yeah, it's one of the great questions that we've yet to have answered. Welcome in, Legends of Speed.
No, Patrick, they did not give me a tour of the RV, nor was I even going over there to bother them about the RV. There was just some things that, you know, you just don't want to bother people about. Like, there's no reason for me to go over there and film their house.
Or, you know, some questions you don't want answered about what goes on in the RV either.
No. What's up, Legends? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Yeah, carnies, you just look. Honestly, it's a fascinating lifestyle, but I don't want to know the lifestyle.
Let's say, yeah, you know, there are some of them that, I mean, you sit back and talk to them, and I mean, most of them are great people to stand and talk to, but I don't think they're the type of people I'd want to hang out with.
No,
just
you'll
not
see
at
in the
all.
video. They some of them were really funny when they saw me what I was doing. So you'll see in the video for that. Yeah. Wait, Patrick, Danny, there was a few. That's right, Patrick. And that's kind of what I was hinting at with that. And I did have the new cards from the Mindbender in a video back from March when the park actually opened. So.
Oh, is that where that picture came from? Or those Mindbender cars?
Which picture?
The picture you had showed me over the winter. You'd made a video showing that picture too, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what coaster it was, or at least I didn't remember.
Yeah, that was from Mindbender.
And stay tuned, everybody. It's still in motion, but we may still get that Fantasmic Chronicles, two real geeks in the park, just not Cedar Point.
Nope. Be here in 6
It's in motion.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen. It will happen. We want it to happen.
Yeah. You know, it's like my wife said, you better get some of those cornhole boards sold, and then you'll have money to go. So Anybody want a
Well,
nice set of cornhole boards? Hit me up. They're not cheap, but they're pretty awesome.
I can vouch for that, and I've seen them not physically, but through pictures. And Tony did an amazing job on these boards, stained them and everything. They're really nice.
They play really awesome too. I've had them out a couple
Oh,
of
really?
times. I
You
was
should
worried
put
they
some.
wouldn't play real nice the way I finished them, but they,
You
they're
know,
some of the nicest playing cornhole boards.
you know what you should do is put some wax on them.
They don't they don't need any wax. They're nice, but man, I'll tell you what, you hit it wrong, they're gone.
That's funny.
Patrick, I can commit to you that if I do come, it's going to be in October.
Yep. Yep. Because Patrick wants to meet you too, so
Well, I don't blame him.
I right? I mean, really.
I mean, if I was
There.
Patrick, I'd want to meet me too.
Could you imagine that meeting yourself? That would
I
be
probably have
weird.
once or twice.
Yeah, but
I mean,
like,
back in the day when I was into some mind-altering substances, I'm sure I did.
but like that would, I just think that would just be weird.
Yeah, yeah, it would be.
I mean, there is a way we can do it.
Yeah, there is.
We can get one of these.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I just watched that movie the other night. My wife
Did you
comes
really?
out, she sits down, and it's almost over, and as soon as it ends, you ever heard of an app called Plex?
Yes.
Okay, well, for those of you that don't know, Plex is a streaming platform for your home devices. I have a lot of movies that I've moved on to digital, and they're on a hard drive. And if I want to watch them on my TV, I need Plex on that device. I also need Plex on the device I want to watch. And I basically go into my own video library and I cast it to whatever device I want to. Anyways, I get done with that, and she's like, "Is that on TV?" I said, "No, it's on Plex." She goes, "Oh, so we're going to have an 80s marathon," because I've got probably 100 great movies from the 80s on. I immediately go down and click on Ferris
And
Bueller's Day Off, and she goes, "Oh, it's
there's
going to be one of these days, huh?"
nothing wrong with that at all.
Not one bit.
Lena said, "Oh, pretty colors." Yep. When the DeLorean lights up, it's always pretty colors.
Yes, it is. You've got a message too, Danny.
Do I from? Oh, okay. Oh,
But
okay.
anyways, outside of Six Flags, I mean, do you have anything you got going right now, or is it just pretty much all about getting your roller coaster on again?
Um, it's about really right now getting the roller coaster on again because that's really the only thing going on right now. So yeah, why not, right? And
Yeah. Hey.
honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know us. We'll always find something to do outside of the park and stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We
I
it's not about theme parks with us so much. It's about us having fun. So
Oh yeah.
and showing the fun. Even like yeah, like I love being on media with Six Flags, and don't get me wrong, it's the best thing ever. But like we don't bank on that, you know.
Well,
Like
no, and that's one
when
thing that separates you guys. You've never banked on just going to Six Flags.
right,
And Lena's got it right. You find creepy doll trails.
exactly, things like that. Like we want to actually show more roadside stuff. Like that's kind of why when I saw that today, I stopped and I was like, ooh, perfect roadside amusement park pop up, and why not just take advantage of it. you know, like if we weren't going live tonight, I probably would have went back with the actual camera to get night shots for it too. So, but you know what? Too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Yeah, yeah, oh, absolutely. And and you mentioned it. You're ready to get back into doing other things. It's just like you said about people that do parks all the time. You get stuck in that and you don't know where to get out of it. And like for you guys were in the woods all the time. It had to be getting to the
Exactly.
point where you were like, time to go somewhere else.
But it was what we had, and like, did I really want to go in the woods and film all the time? No. And we think we just lost Tony. Okay. Please stand by. I'm sure Tony would be right back, guys. I apologize about that. He is on his phone, and it's kind of chaotic tonight. But that's why this is called the world of randomness. So, and there he is.
Yeah, I'm back. This phone is touchy.
This is called the world of randomness for a reason. So,
yes, it is.
Arthur is saying, what happened to Gotham City crime? It's still there, buddy. It is still there. The swing's still there.
Yeah, I'm definitely struggling with the whole issue with being on the phone. Trying to reach out to look at the chat and stuff.
Yep.
If anybody's ever done StreamYard on their phone, it's literally you got this tiny little box to work with, and I tapped the wrong button.
Should we do like a grand entrance here? Should we do it the right way?
Oh, we should do it the right way.
Okay. That's why we do things the right way. Apparently,
it's learned by now to take out my earbuds when you do that.
Lena can't rock out anymore.
How are you, Lena?
It's too old.
Hey, I'm only 32, I think. Yeah, 32.
Oh, jeez. Tony can rock out, but you can't. I could do it, and I'm older than you too.
I do it just to keep from stiffening up. If I don't rock out every once in a while, the old age gets to me.
Well, that's why we have Tuesday night.
And it's so funny because my kids have heard all the different music I listen to, and I mean, I'm all over the place with music. I go everywhere from old school Hank Williams to Johnny Cash to Waylon Jennings, all the way up into like Gojira and OTEP and Slipknot and heavy metal. And it's so funny because it just depends on my mood. Some days I walk up to my Google Mini and I tell it to play 80s pop music. My kids just look at me like, Dad, you were just listening to Slipknot a couple hours ago.
I got bored of that. I got to move on.
Yeah. On comes Wham and Aha and So Take On Me. Well, Dexy's Midnight Runners, Come On Eileen, and they just look at me like my one son who loves rock.
Please don't
just looks
say
at
Come On Eileen, and please, because we've been watching What to Do in the Shadows, and we just keep going back to that episode where they just did the whole. Oh my gosh, have you seen that show at all?
No, I haven't. What's it on?
On FX.
Okay, I'll have to look it up on demand.
You need to watch the show. It is the funniest vampire show ever. So the show started.
It's a vampire show?
Yeah. It's a comedy vampire show, but the thing, it's like a documentary show. They have like a camera crew. They know that the camera crew is following them around and everything, and they're just documenting everything they're doing. And they live in Staten Island up in New York. is the funniest thing ever. It actually came from a movie. Hey Lisa, how's it going? Thanks for joining. It came from a mockumentary movie,
Okay.
and then they said, okay, this was good. People loved it, and then they just moved it on from there to the actual TV show, and it's in season 2 just ended, and it is the funniest show ever. Like we just can't stop watching it.
Have you finished up Upload yet?
Yes, I don't like the way they
Did
ended
you?
the first season.
I have. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I don't know how to say it because people are just now starting to really discover it.
Yeah,
But I liked it because I absolutely did not expect her to show up
yeah,
the
yeah.
way she
That
did.
I like. You know, I wish that they found a way to get rid. I kind of just despised her. I think now. I
That's the
think that
idea. You're
I
supposed to
know.
despise her.
I know, and I was just like, she's so annoying. Like I did, I just like she's so annoying. Go away.
Lena, have you
But
seen any of that yet, or do you have Amazon Prime?
I do not.
It's a show
I
on
don't
up.
have.
Yeah, it's a show. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's a show on Amazon Prime. It's called Upload. It's basically it takes place in like the late 2030s, maybe 2040. And if you are still alive when you make the hospital, you get the choice of whether to get what's called old-fashioned uploaded, which means you die and go to heaven, or you get to be uploaded to a virtual heaven.
Okay,
And
I think I've seen like advertisements for that on
uh-huh.
HBO Max.
I'm sure you probably have, and
yeah,
it might be the most creative show. I mean, overall creative, and they take these ideas and there's like elements of like 80s movies like The Fifth Element where like 3 or 4 companies are combined now. Like there's one episode where they're trying to re-download and upload into a body, and it was created by Oscar Mayer Intel. So they basically created a human body
yeah,
for all these memories to go down in. And it just cracks me up that it's Oscar Mayer Intel.
yep.
And I mean, you can only imagine, you know what a hot dog does when it gets really hot. And this is what happens to this guy when he's downloaded into the body. It just it kind of explodes. It's really creative to think that the possible, I mean, really, we are not really that far away from understanding how to do something like this.
Oh man, this
So
one. I want to know. Have you seen Geeking Out with Melly Mel, right? Talking about
yeah,
shows, Two Gigs. Have you had a chance to check out Space Force? I love The Office and was excited to check this out. And honestly, yes, I have checked out Space Force. Space Force is freaking hilarious. It's on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it, Tony.
no, I don't even know if I heard of it. Did
Steve
we lose
Carell's
Lena?
in it. Yeah, we lost Lena. Steve Carell's in it, and oh my God, Tony, it is funny, funny.
See, I'm
And
not
she's back.
sure about that because we've talked about this before. I like Steve Carell and the comedy he presented in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Just the raw, I'm going to overly sell it, but I've
Right.
not found him funny in anything else he's done. I did not
It's
find.
kind of like that. It's not like The Office. It's not like him in The Office or anything. Like trying to like overdo it. Like there's scenes in there like all of a sudden he goes like he's obsessed with like the Beach Boys and stuff. So he goes in, I need 10 minutes. He goes in the office and slams his doors closed and just starts playing Kokomo.
Oh,
It was
good Lord.
hilarious. And he's
And
standing
it's
there
Steve
and he's
Carell.
dancing in front of a window, like singing Kokomo. It was hilarious.
Yeah, hopefully I wouldn't bail on it. I bailed on The Office, I think, because I expected it to have the same type of blunt force comedy that The Office, the BBC version did, and it just didn't hold up.
This literally is just to mock the whole new Space Force program that we have, and it definitely did. It did a great job at it. It's very entertaining.
I think I've seen a picture of Steve Carell in like a Space Force outfit, and now that you're talking about it, it kind of makes sense.
You keep losing Lena.
Let's say Lena. Hello, Lena.
Paging Lena. She's at power surge. Hold on. You guys having storms up that way?
We had some pretty bad storms earlier today, but they were gone. She's in Missouri though. But she's not too far away from Danny, I don't think.
Okay.
Well, let's put it this way. I know that.
So she's basically by Silver Dollar City.
Hi,
Lena.
What happened, Lena? Hi. Welcome in.
Sorry, apparently, like our whole block just like went completely dark, and
you had a brownout.
It happened like 3 times in a row. I was like, "What the heck is going on?" And
is it raining or anything?
No, but according to the map, there's a whole bunch of lightning right around us. So,
okay.
I know that earlier, like yesterday or earlier this morning, my bestie, my sister in Colorado, they had like tons of hail and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's coming our way, and so apparently, I even tried to pop up right back on using my mobile hotspot on my phone, but it was like making you guys sound like psycho robot people.
I was gonna say maybe it probably wasn't the internet. We kind of sound like psycho robot people sometimes anyway.
Well. Lena's new mask, ladies and gentlemen.
Jonathan, welcome in, buddy.
Hey, Jonathan, what's up, buddy? So have you seen any of these new shows, Lena? Space Force or anything?
I haven't.
You might. You would like Space Force, I think. It's Steve Carell, and it's just funny. It's real funny.
Do you have any right now that you're into? Right now, I'm looking for something new. I'm in the middle of like Rerun Central over here. I've been hitting my DVR pretty hard.
I actually have restarted
Speaking
watching.
with Mel says she got through the first 2 episodes and haven't gave it up yet. So
go ahead, Lena.
I'm getting back into the original 90210 series.
Oh God, why? Why?
Because I'm a girl.
Let me guess, you're gonna do Dawson's Creek next?
I hadn't decided. I was either.
Oh, stop.
She's going to do Melrose Place.
Oh, even worse.
Actually, I was thinking after 90210, I'd do Saved by the Bell. That way I'm ready for when the reboot comes out.
Yeah. Speaking with Mel said that she did start listening to the Office Ladies podcast, and it was pretty nice to listen to that, apparently. So I'm always watching The Office on Netflix, she said. So
right now I'm actually watching because the TV in our bedroom is the only one that has like Roku on it.
Okay.
And so I've actually been watching Phineas and Ferb on Disney.
I was just gonna say, like, I've seen you watching Phineas and Ferb recently.
I have. I've been watching Phineas, and then I've been watching. So like the TV in my craft YouTube area is the TV that's in here was my Christmas gift for my parents my senior year of high school. The DVD player in it doesn't work anymore. Randomly, it will just come out and start going in and out and in and out. And you have to turn off the TV and wait and go, okay, you can stop being possessed now. And it has just a it has a DVD VHS player connected to it.
Yeah.
And so that I kind of watch DVDs and VHS and stuff out here, and when I want to watch something on my Roku or something, I have to go sit on my bed with my computer.
You know,
Well,
Phineas and Ferb is something that I don't care if you're 5 or 105. You can find enjoyment in that. It's just my kids, when they started getting out of the whole Phineas and Ferb stage, I used to be like, but wait, there's new ones. They've got a movie now. Come watch it. And every once in a
Yeah.
while, I'll flip on Disney Plus or something and be like, oh, I got to watch me some Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
That
I
was
always
a
root for
really creative
Candace
show.
to find, even though you know she doesn't bust them, you always are kind of rooting for her to,
No.
get something.
No.
That's such a girl thing.
I was actually just gonna say that too. It's like it's a girly thing that you want to root for Candace all the time.
Well, and
It's a sister thing, actually. I think. I'm like, you ain't gonna bust them. No,
That
you're
Star
not.
Wars episode of Phineas and Ferb.
It was good.
Take a second and think about that. How well done that was. And even though Phineas and Ferb is a Disney cartoon,
Yeah.
it really never had any type of Disney feel to it. It wasn't
Well,
like a
at that
feel-good
time-
message and stuff. And then they
At that
did
time,
that.
I don't think was it Disney at that time.
It's always been Disney.
At that
Phineas and Ferb's
I'm
always been
talking
a Disney
Star Wars.
cartoon.
I know it's Phineas and Ferb is always Disney, but was Star Wars Disney at that
Yes.
time? I don't. Okay.
Yes.
I'd say it probably was for them to be
Okay.
able to do it.
Okay. Well, Family Guy did Star Wars.
But to just know that, yeah, and I have yet to see all that. I think I've seen bits and pieces many times, but never all of
Yeah.
it. If I ever go watching that on demand, I'm searching out when him and the chicken are fighting.
Oh yeah.
Just want to say hello, Josh Goes to Disney, and happy birthday. It is Josh Goes to Disney's 29th birthday today.
Well, happy birthday,
Ooh,
Josh.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I've been working on
There is the Crazy Family.
I've been working on Vlogtober, and yesterday I couldn't find the shaker in our bar stuff, so I grabbed a large mason jar out of my canning stuff to use as a shaker, and I grabbed a small jelly jar to use as my glass. I'm like, we're going Southern Nickville here.
You're going hillbilly on us there.
But as long as
going a little hillbilly.
That's
I am.
That's the only way to go sometimes.
Heck yeah. Melly asked me if I was just as bummed as she was when the Lizzie McGuire revival was put on hold. I was still looking forward to seeing Lizzie now in her 30s. Yes, I was, because Lizzie McGuire is my era, the 90s. So yes, I was very sad.
I never got into that, so I couldn't.
Again, you're a guy. It falls along the same as 90210.
We're going to talk about.
Oh, you're bringing
something
this
to drink
up.
there.
Okay, thanks, Tony.
Cookie dough flavored whiskey. That actually sounds delightful.
That from.
It is very delightful.
Tennessee, there from Gatlinburg. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for rubbing it in again.
Yeah.
I think
Appreciate
my
all
mom and dad were
videos,
nice enough to bring me home a present.
Nice. I think with all the videos I made yesterday, like back to back to back, I think I consumed 8 to 10 ounces of alcohol yesterday.
Oh, geez.
I slept really well.
I was going to say, that's a pretty good amount for you.
It is a pretty good amount for me. I made 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 videos.
Oh, geez.
Wow. Hey, guys, if you haven't yet, go check out our Crazy Chaotic family, because they are really funny, and we know them personally. So.
And there's a lot of them.
Yes. They just did a couple of videos from Six Flags Over Georgia, and it was actually really good. It was really fun. So they're definitely up and coming. They're a brand new channel. Check them out.
Yeah, they'll never be short of content. They've got what,
No,
27 kids?
27 kids.
So my wife says we have 18, and I think they have 3 more than we do.
What's up, Joshua? Joshua's their youngest, so.
I'm already subscribed. I think you shared them on your Facebook, didn't you,
I have.
Danny?
I have.
So,
That
I
and
subscribed to them already.
They were in their video where they were at the creek.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That would have been it.
Just 7, but 27 is close enough, they said. And
hey,
thank you, Jonathan, for that.
7,
We appreciate
I
that.
feel your
Awesome.
pain.
So, did you guys see the new shirts I made?
No, I didn't.
You were in my live stream on the weekend, Tony. You should have seen it.
I may have been going to refill my glass. I was enjoying myself a little bit Saturday night, Danny.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, I know you were enjoying yourself.
Were you enjoying yourself as much as I was yesterday, Tony?
I don't think that bad. It's been a while since I've overindulged, but I was feeling pretty good. I'm gonna say Danny's got new shirts. I've got new shirts. Lena, you got new shirts?
I don't have any merch.
The normal ones here, right? But then we did this.
Oh yes, I did see it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to get mine ordered.
And then
adorable.
Back, right? Like
that's adorable.
We did the men's, we did the hoodies, and we did a women's cut.
No, I don't have any merch.
But yeah, that right there, like, come on, the Rockstar style shirt for Leia. Come on.
Of course.
So we were trying to venture into new types of shirts and things, and that's one that Jess came up like. I was like, yes, I like it.
I wasn't going to do it yet, but
look,
once I made the new logo,
my mother's even going to get a Leia shirt.
Well, she should.
And a mug. I need to make that into a mug too, still. So.
You know that everyone's going to be getting mugs for Christmas from your mom.
Hey, I would be fine with that. And Patrick just actually ordered a 2 Real Geek shirt for him and his wife. So.
And no, Rachel, I probably am not going to make any T-shirts with peaches on them. Sorry.
She said my granddog. So there's the link, guys. There's the link for the shirt. So go ahead and buy those shirts up because it helps me get the word out of how awesome we are.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
Recently, I can't tell you the mode that we've been in recently. That was just feeling like rock stars and stuff since that last video. So
you should. You should be about to 3,000 by now. It was 2.
I am 200 hours away from being monetized. 200 hours.
So y'all make sure after the live stream's over, run a playlist overnight of 2 Real Geeks and help them get their watch hours.
It's simple too because we have just a playlist where it has all of our videos that we actually make, not our live streams, but our actual videos. I don't like keeping the live streams on the main page because I don't want you to really I want you to watch our live streams, but I don't want you to rely on me for a live stream. I have more fun when I'm making a video than this. It's just a lot more creative to me, and I like that creativeness. And that's where our channel started, was on videos. So why not?
Yeah,
I can't wait to get this desk tomorrow because I hate this whole floor situation with this stupid gamer. I'm sorry, I'm just so uncomfortable right. I just had to blow that up.
I'm kind of hoping you have to wait a couple more days. I'm enjoying Danny in fight mode.
Listen, Danny is in fight mode with everything right now with the channel. We're going strong right now, so we got this. We got this. Things.
Well,
All I'm going to say, because I'm not giving anything away, good things are coming. Big things are coming. I know people said that before.
yes, they are.
I know people have said that, but good and big things are coming. So.
And Mrs. Kurtz, my parents have a grand kitty, so I get the grand dog comment. My dad, whenever he goes to the grocery store, he buys our cat another can of cat food. I swear we haven't had to buy cat food in like months because he buys it.
2 cats, the dog, the sugar gliders, the rabbit, you know. Wait, what was this? Okay, I have Danny's opinion, but let's get the group's opinion. Dollywood or Carowinds? They're planning a short trip for Patrick. He's planning a short trip next month, and yes, I know Carowinds isn't open yet. So, what would you say to that?
I would say Cedar Point and pass through and look me up. Kings Island opens on Friday. Orion opens on July the 2nd.
Hey, Kenneth, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Tell you the truth, I don't know if I'd be able to decide between the two, except for the fact I enjoy Cedar Fair properties. I'd probably take Carowinds.
This is so true. Every holiday, the dog sends me a new card from my mother. So,
oh,
I get a kick out of it. That's it's great. So you would take Carowinds over Dollywood?
Yeah, but
I'm going to change your opinion.
I think that's only because I really want to see Carowinds, and I know Dollywood's an easy ride for me. But Carowinds is a trip. Now for you guys, it's probably just about even.
It's an even distance.
I do Dollywood. I do Dollywood.
Exactly. There's more to do around Dollywood. You have Gatlinburg. Look, you can go get another bottle of cookie dough whiskey.
You're right darn there. Straight I could.
You know, you can come back with the whole distillery.
I probably would. I'd probably never make it.
I know you would.
I've never make been to either of them, so I would not have a good opinion on that.
I haven't either, but from what I've seen, I would definitely do Dollywood.
Dollywood does have a lot to do in the park outside of just roller coasters. And a lot of Cedar Fair parks, even though they have a lot to do, all Cedar Fair parks, whether you have Cedar Point or Kings Island or even the ones that they picked up over the last few years, they become very, very coaster centric.
My mother's actually getting me news I didn't even know. New Jersey amusement parks opening July 2nd at low occupancy.
That's the first I've seen anything on, because
that's the first I heard of that too. That'd be kind of interesting to find out. But low occupancy just also means what Six Flags Over Georgia is doing right now too, with the whole reservation system and putting a cap on the amount of people coming through. Which actually, July 2nd though, I personally think it should be pushed back a little further into July, my opinion. But hey, whatever.
Yeah, well, but Jersey was hit pretty hard, but that was.
Was Hershey open already? They opened up last weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know. I didn't think they were open yet.
I think.
I'm on the Six Flags Great Adventure site, and it doesn't say anything about opening up on the 2nd. It just says we will open as soon as it's safe to do so.
Yeah. Well, that's the state gave the okay, but if Six Flags does it or not, that's up to them, because Six Flags opened up later here in Georgia than they had the okay too.
Yeah. Well, the safari's been open for a while. The safari opened like almost 3 weeks ago, I think. But then again, you're sitting in a car.
You're in your own
I
car.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they scanned
I mean, unless you're Jim Brewer with a can of
window.
Pepsi,
And they really,
you're
in my
not going to have
opinion,
any
rip people
issues.
off.
Yeah.
They rip people off, Tony. They charge per person, not per car. For
they
a
didn't used
safari,
to.
they charge per. No, I don't know of any safari that charges per person.
I don't think they did when I lived out there. I think it cost like $25
No,
for.
they didn't.
You could have a
For a car.
carload.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a 15-passenger van and $25.
Our crazy chaotic family says that they want to go to Dollywood, that they've never been, and then they commented a little bit right after that they want to go to the Titanic Museum. And I've actually been to their sister museum, which is in Branson, and it was a really amazing experience. There's no photos and no video allowed in the museum, however.
Well, I won't be going there then.
It's to preserve the artifacts.
I got you. I was just joking.
I knew you were, but some people might not understand why, so I wanted to make that comment.
Yeah, but how often do you get to
They
Branson?
don't allow any filming equipment, or is it just any lighted filming equipment?
There is no photography and no video, even with a cell phone, because we were actually there a couple of years ago when they were having a special exhibit that featured the band of the Titanic, and there was kind of like this little, and at the same time they were having a special traveling display of the costumes from the movie, and the costumes were kind of in like a little like cove that was in the room with like the grand piano and all the photos of the band. And somebody was just like using their cell phone to take a picture of them, and a lady actually walked over and said, "I'm sorry, there is no photography allowed in the museum."
I mean, I understand why, but I would think as long as people were respectful enough not to use
flash.
Yeah. But then again, I'm sure that there are some type of something that gets emitted from your phone when you take pictures. There's got to be.
Yeah.
Because it's not a mirror. It's not a mirrored camera.
Right. You were asking me a question, Danny?
Oh, yeah. I was asking, how often do you actually get to Branson?
We try to go to Branson about once a year. We typically usually go over Memorial Day or Labor Day, but obviously Memorial Day didn't happen.
Yeah.
And Labor Day, we originally were contemplating it, but we with all the shows in Branson are limited occupancy, and where we were planning to stay, which was the Welk Resort Branson, is only open for its timeshare owners. So we are just opting not to go to Branson this year.
That's understandable.
And hopefully we'll be able to take maybe a trip over Memorial Day again next year. Branson's only about a 6-hour drive from us, so it's something that's relatively easy to do for a weekend trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not bad at all.
One of our favorite shows, the Haygoods, they've sold out because of limited seating. They have sold out all the rest of their shows that they have for the season.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So.
Now, have you been to Silver Dollar City?
I have. We went. It would have been 2017. We went for a day. It was during their military get-in free, and actually we ended up both getting in free because there was a couple that was right ahead of us because we were going in line to get tickets, and they go, how many do you have in your group? And we go, 2, and they go, would you like to go in with us for free? Well, yes, I would. I guess they give annual pass holders X amount of free tickets, and they were so high in the level that they had like 4 or 5 each. or
That was nice.
somehow. And so they're like, we were just looking for a group of 2 to come in. We always do it in groups of 2. So it was like, hey, and it was also my birthday, and you can get like a little map of like freebie stuff that you can get from your birthday all around the parks.
Oh, really?
That's
We
pretty
didn't
cool.
ride any of the rides, like the coasters. We rode a few little random things, but it was before I started YouTube, so I don't really have any video or anything like that of it.
That's fine. They got some awesome dark rides there, though. I know that. Awesome
Have you
dark
been there,
rides.
Danny?
I have not. I've watched a lot of video from that park, and I'm just dying to go there. And one of the main things that I want to do there is it's not even a coaster. It's actually the train.
The train is a lot of fun. We did ride the train.
The train robbery and everything, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I know that Clark, Danny from Griswold Family Vacay, he said his family bought season passes this year.
Yep.
They're going. I just talked to him about it. July the 2nd, I think they're.
I think
they're leaving.
Right.
Yeah, they're open up already down there. So.
Yeah. They live down about 3 hours away from us in Oklahoma, so hopefully sometime we'll be able to meet up with them. And Arthur, unfortunately, COVID is a virus, and it's going to be like the flu, where it's never going to go away. It's going to be something that it's just there. We just have to kind of deal with it and learn to move and deal.
That is all.
Yep.
But I'm crossing my fingers because I have my first cruise coming up in December, and it best not be canceled.
My video just crossed over to 3K.
Did it? I was just looking at it a minute ago, and it was showing 2.9.
It's 3009 right now. 3009 right now. Yeah.
Would you say your largest one before that was?
I'll tell you right now, because I'm actually on my thing here. So 3713.
This one's going to wind up. This one will wind up eclipsing it.
Oh yeah, it's going to blow it away. It's going to blow it away.
I mean, you did this literally 8 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And the best way to look at your numbers, take 10% of your subscriber base. Once you've reached that, you've reached the amount of subscribers that are probably going to watch it and watch it all the way through. And then you start looking at that number grow out. That means people are seeing it, and other people they're either sharing it or it's getting mass.
Well, I mean, like my impression rate on this video is 30K. I mean, it's just if you type in Six Flags Over Georgia, it's literally like the third one on that list.
That's so cool.
Well, and then if you type Six Flags Over Georgia reopening, it's like number 1. So
that's awesome, Danny.
Yeah. Like we haven't had one that like I have a feeling this might be that one breakout video that we've been waiting for.
Well, so, I remember that some of my videos are popping up along the side as recommended videos. So
wait, what was that?
Some of my videos are popping up as recommended videos along the side. So I thought awesome. I was like, wait, when did that happen?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'll log off like my YouTube every once in a while and go on and do a search for, a video that I've done or just like I'll do like Six Flags or something and see where it's falling on there and and as Patrick just said right there, Danny is taking on exactly.
I just logged out of my YouTube on my laptop and brought up Six Flags Over Georgia reopening. You're coming up number 1.
What did you? Thank you. Welcome. And where's it falling?
It's at the top.
Yeah. You did Six Flags Over Georgia when you logged out and it's on the top?
Yeah, Six Flags Over Georgia reopening.
Oh, yeah. But if you did Six Flags Over Georgia, it'll probably be like number 3.
Let's see. You're not going to believe who is number 3, and it wasn't you. It was Patrick.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's because it's picking up more of what's been searched around my area, but
Maybe.
PPC and Andy Hyde come up number 1 and 2, and then Patrick came up number 3, and then Coaster Spot.
See,
mine is In the Loop is number 1, Theme Park Crazy is number 2, the Coaster Spot is number 3, you're number 4, and our Crazy Chaotic Family is number 5.
Yeah, so
it's
weird how that changes for different things.
And you have a ton more views than the number 3 one.
Thank you,
talking
Patrick.
about the Coaster Spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just went up too.
8 hours ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also a bigger channel than us too, so I mean, I'm not too worried. Are they? I don't even. No, they're not a bigger channel. I know who that is. Never mind. But honestly, I'm really not too worried. As long as my videos get views, people can watch. People are going to watch other things. I can't, you can't get mad like, oh well, yeah, you can't. Why are they not watching mine and this and well, yeah, because it's YouTube.
Something I'll give you.
You're going to watch everything.
Think about this. And Andy Hyde has what, 70,000 subscribers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. In the Loop.
Okay.
77.7K subscribers. Okay. You're at what? 2.1.
Also,
right?
let's back up right now. We're talking about In the Loop right now, right?
Yeah, In the Loop.
There's multiple people that post on that channel.
Oh, is there? I thought that was his page.
Nope.
I've only ever seen his stuff.
Yeah, there's multiple people that do that. You have Midway Mayhem. Multiple people post on that channel too. You got, what's his name down in Orlando right now, but then you also have Nelson, and you have the guy on the West Coast, out in Cali and stuff like that, and so. Yeah, those type of channels, like you got 3-4 people on a channel. Yeah, you're gonna build things up here,
But if you look at theirs, that one is 6.2. You have half the views and nowhere near the amount of subscribers.
Exactly. So I'm happy with where I'm at with it.
So yeah, I would be ecstatic over that.
There's other people's video, and here's the thing is, I know people have actually sat there and watched the whole thing, because I mean my analytics don't lie to me on that,
No.
And here's the thing is, people can say that they have the views on there, but what's their drop off rate? When are they dropping out of the video? That's the thing. So please stand by. Anyways.
Right on time.
Yep.
Only because we got started about 25 minutes late.
It's all right. It happens. But like I was saying, your analytics is going to show you that. But how many of these other videos, like you dropped off at? I'm going to be honest with you. In the loops, I dropped off of his. I didn't find it that entertaining. Like, I'll watch other theme park goers from Six Flags Over Georgia. I will. What are you doing? What you working on in the park? I want to know. Like, where, like, okay, you're covering this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move on to something else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And this way, who's been there, who's not. Like, I mean, it's just entertaining for me to watch. I like it. Obviously, I like watching stuff from that park. So it's fine. It's fine. But like, you got to catch my attention. Like, I'll sit here, like, it doesn't matter whose it is. Like Prince Charming Devs. Okay, there's many of his videos I dropped off on. Or skipped through and stuff. So it's just what we do as a viewer.
Yep.
And I get it. I know I'm not going to catch everybody's attention. I know I'm going to have drop offs. I know, I'm fine with that. Because, most of my videos, 90% of our videos, people actually stick through for. So I'm not worried. Like, we keep them entertaining for that reason. Like, okay, well, I can't sit here and give you a documentary style a video of me turning around and doing pirouettes and think like, you can't see close up of people's faces. I don't want to see your face. I want to see your surrounding area.
Yeah.
Like, and I think perfectly, honestly, that Jess and I have nailed it down. It's not easy with two people. Like, using this camera, like, yeah, okay, my hands do go out pretty far, but two people in an amusement park is not easy. Two people in general is not easy.
Jonathan brought up later hose and ballet. You do realize that the minute you can become monetized, you have to get some Two Real Geeks leggings.
Wait, what? You broke up.
Well, then I will type it in there. You will have to get some Two Real Geeks leggings.
Hello? Tony? Tony, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Now he's just ignoring
you are hearing me just fine.
I hear you fine, yeah.
You're hearing leggings.
What? Tony?
Beer signs.
Leggings.
He said beer signs, Danny. Beer signs. Or whiskey bottles.
Yeah.
Or flasks, with
Yeah.
Two Real Geeks engraved on the flasks.
Yeah, but those are expensive. We've looked into
and then you wrap them up in leggings.
What?
Yes, you do.
And what?
The next thing you know, Danny will be getting one of those home brewing kits, and we'll have Two Real Geeks beer. I think I just gave him an idea.
Not bad. I have an extra bathtub.
Well, you gotta have somewhere to store that guest toilet paper, so you could call it Guest Toilet Paper Brewery.
Guest bathroom brewery.
And Patrick says he would wear Two Real Geeks leggings.
Yeah, I guess so.
Leggings, they aren't just for girls anymore.
I don't know what's scarier, thinking about Danny wearing leggings or Patrick wearing leggings.
Tony, what did you type? Because all it says is censored.
That's all right. I'm gonna put a Twitter blast out tomorrow. It says, tune in to Two Real Geeks gets into monetize so Danny can wear leggings.
Oh, I'm down for that. I'll retweet that, Tony.
It's funny because Jess reminded me of that, and I was like, "What? No, you're wrong."
Oh, she brought this up to you too?
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
I think Jess should do Danny's makeup when they're monetized.
Oh God.
Don't let him out of the leggings.
And leggings. And Jess gets to like dress him like her own little personal Barbie doll.
See, the thing
And
is,
we should perm his hair.
if Jess did the makeup, it would be fine
11
because
o'clock.
it would be fitting because there's a lot of black makeup and things like that. So it would just be emo goth. I mean, really. So it doesn't really matter. I wear enough black as it is.
Yeah, but you don't wear black leggings.
I would, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
I still like my idea of Danny getting his hair permed. Just throwing that out there.
For what?
You know?
No.
And the crazy chaotic family is willing to help.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
And you know what?
Sure.
There's plenty of them to help.
We've got 7 kids to hold Danny down. And we can get this all planned out.
God, did you said I agree, perm?
Yes. My mom.
I absolutely think perm.
Definitely. Well, see, when my dad was in the military, they had this time frame where like the hair could be longer, and so my dad actually let my mom give him a perm.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
And Crazy Chaotic Family says all her girls are great at doing makeup. Oh, and they could even film some. They could film some makeup tutorials for their channel and use you as their dummy.
Listen, I have seen the makeup war pictures from that family. They are not doing that.
Wait, did you say paintball war? That's even a better idea. They can hold you at paintball point. But if you try to move in the middle of your perm or your makeover, this is just going so well.
No. I'll take the paintball. That's fine. It doesn't bother me.
Crazy Chaotic Family is down for this. I'm sure that make sure and get in touch with Jess Chaotic Family so that you guys can coordinate this and like do a surprise sneak attack on Danny so he doesn't know it's coming.
No, Otherwise, Rocket Robin, I am not wearing a pair right now. Rocket Robin, no, it's not right now.
Rockin' Robin says paintball war using makeup.
Danny probably is wearing a pair.
I am not.
Because he knows he's about to be monetized, and he definitely wants to make sure that he makes good on the bet. So he's been wearing them secretly to get used to them.
Listen. You want to talk about making good on bets? You need to get on Jess then too, okay? Because Jess has to do something too.
No,
she
just
has
you.
Not done it yet. No, not just me. Jess has not ridden Sky.
Okay, you and Jess have to wear leggings.
Oh, because that's really a threat to her.
We didn't say it was a threat to her.
It's not a threat to you either. You said in a live stream, I will wear leggings when we get monetized.
I'm not throwing you under the bus.
Yeah. Oh, the wife comes in.
Stop it, Lena. Lena's saying you need to give me a perm. And do makeup.
You know, I can't see where any of these are bad ideas. Have a good night, Shelly. Thanks for coming in.
Have a good night, Shelly.
See, here's the one that worries me. When Jeff and Angela from This Our Dream were right there at the point of reaching their 1K and getting monetized, in a live stream where they were at Topgolf, Jeff kind of randomly off the cuff goes, well, he's like, oh yeah, I can disco. And he said, just kind of offhand, when I reach 1K, I'll disco. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I started typing. I'm like, wait a minute. Jeff just agreed to disco and he reached 1K. And it went from just having to disco to having to disco at Disney to having to disco in a costume with full costume with wig. It was their first video where they live stream where they're actually monetized. It's hilarious. And Jeff goes, Lena, you are paying for this. And I kind of just went, never thinking I'd actually get there.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, well, you can decide what I do when I reach 1K. And he hasn't forgotten that.
Of course not.
So I'm slightly terrified. So while I'm excited that I've been growing, I'm going, well, I've got this over here kind of waiting in the wings.
Exactly.
And I don't know if it's
Patrick
just
Abbey is not doing makeup for me. No.
I don't know if it's I have to reach 1K or if I have to be monetized, because I'm closer to 1K than monetized. I may be able to put it off for a while. Maybe Jeff will forget between now and then.
Yeah, right?
Jeff doesn't forget much of anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of
not when it comes to stuff like that.
I mean, look, honestly, the leggings don't scare me.
The perm scares them more than the leggings.
I mean, I've done Rocky Horror before. I've done crazier things than wearing leggings, so it doesn't.
Then, hey, if you've done Rocky Horror, then you may have a bustier. I say bustier in leggings, then.
No, okay. I don't actually. I do not have that. Let's not go that far.
You're never gonna let me come back because I can't. I give him Oreos and he might forget. Jonathan, good idea. Good idea.
Say, Jeff loves his Oreos and ice cream sandwiches.
Speaking of Rocky Horror, Danny, look what I got at the record store the other day.
That is awesome. Oh man.
Old Elvira.
Great.
$12.
Really?
She was a cougar before people knew what cougars were.
Life with Roxanne. How are you? Welcome in. That, like, honestly, I'm not, like, obsessed with Elvira. Like,
the Mistress of the Dark?
Yeah, no. Like, she never, like, had that fond affection on me like that, where, you know,
but she falls into just a little bit before your time. Because I remember when I was a kid, she was kind of on the other side.
Yeah, but she was still around when I was a kid and stuff, and she was that her presence was around, but I never was just, I don't know, I never.
The only parts of the movie that I remember is where she substitutes something for Hamburger Helper for the picnic. And then at the end, like, she takes off her high heels and, like, gets her uncle straight dab in the middle of the forehead.
Yeah.
That's the only parts of the movie I remember.
I mean, her car's awesome. I'll tell you that.
Oh. Now, before the haircut, that Danny could have easily pulled that off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is pretty funny.
Wait. You want to laugh? I mean, we're talking about leggings and stuff. Jeff has a whole, like, Comic-Con plan, like Dragon Con plan for the next Dragon Con we go to. I don't even know if I want to reveal this.
But you're going to anyway. Because it is the world of randomness.
Like, do it! Do it! You hear her?
Yeah.
He's going to have it if you say it. So, she wants to do a strawberry shortcake cosplay. And
I don't think that's meant to be talked about on YouTube, dude.
Tony said, I don't think that's meant to be talked about on YouTube. But you can only imagine.
Adorable.
But you can only imagine what she wants me to do, though. Which character?
Yeah, whatever his name is, the Pie Man.
Yes, Tony, you are right. You are right. The Purple Pie Man.
Is that his name, the Purple Pie Man?
Yep, the Purple Pie Man. Jess, go grab me that thing.
Boy, there wasn't a lot of creativity to the names of that show, was there?
No, it really wasn't.
He was just the Purple Pie Man.
Hold on. Jess is grabbing me the pop figure of it. I actually got her the whole pop collection of Strawberry Shortcake because she is obsessed with it. So,
I mean,
I think Neil and Jess should be Smurfs.
Smurfs?
Yes. Like la 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 la
Yeah.
la 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 la. Smurfs.
There's the Purple Pie Man.
The Purple Pie Man.
There.
He's the old school version of the villain from Lazy Town.
Basically, Tony said he's the old school version of the villain from Lazy Town.
Rockin' Robin says Danny should dress up as Strawberry Shortcake.
Rockin' Robin, that's not happening. Jess is going to dress up as Strawberry Shortcake.
I think it should. You need to be Strawberry Shortcake.
Wait. Why are you changing it to custard now?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, I'm Purple Pie Man, yes.
You know, if I remember right, not bringing up something off topic on the world of randomness, but that show Lazy Town, the girl that played the young girl on that show, I think she was 20. I think she was like 21 or 22 when they filmed that.
I think so.
And she was supposed to be what, like 10?
So she was that. Like, never mind. Let me stop.
What?
The girl on Lazy Town, was she like 20 years old?
Mm-mm.
No, I think you're wrong, Jess. I think me and Tony know.
You just told your wife she was wrong?
Yeah, I did.
That makes for a good marriage when you're honest with each other.
Wow. Wow. If Danny's not on World of Randomness next week, you know why.
If I'm not on Saturday night, you know why.
Truth. Our crazy chaotic family agrees with Rockin' Robin that you should be Strawberry Shortcake.
No, not at all. That's not happening. That's reserved for Jess.
Tell Jess that.
Hold on. Hey, Jess, come here. Now you have me looking up Lazy Town.
I'm already doing it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, the show started in 2002.
They want me to dress up as fucking Strawberry Shortcake.
I mean, you can do that on your own time.
I guess she wasn't on my own time.
She was 12 years old when that show started, and she was supposed to be 8. And that show went till 2014.
12 years old when the show started, and she was supposed to be 8.
Yep.
That's what it says?
Yep. So I remember my kids watching it in like 2000.
Hey, what are you doing with that green jeans?
And I was like, that girl looks a little too developed to be playing an 8-year-old girl.
Yes.
And you think about it, born in 91, 2010, she was 19 years old.
Yeah.
She filmed that show until she was 23.
That's crazy.
And I'm sure it got harder and harder to hide the development.
I'm sure it did.
And thinking back of watching my kids watch that show, and I look back on it, it was not that appropriate of a show. It had little weird connotations.
It did. It did.
Like the bad guy was like really extra creepy, and always like sneaking up on the little girl when she was doing stuff, and just creepy.
Or even the guy, the blue guy, the other one.
Oh yeah, the one that handed out the nature's candy.
Nature's candy, yeah.
The apples.
Yeah. That little mustache he had.
Yeah.
I don't
Him
know.
and the bad guy both had cheesy mustaches.
No, the bad guy didn't have a mustache. I'm looking at pictures right now.
You sure he didn't have a mustache too?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I love how I can share screens easy now. Right there, see? No mustache.
Who did that guy always remind me of? He reminded me of a melted Jim Carrey. Like if Jim
yeah,
Carrey fell, like if Jim Carrey fell in a fire, that's what he
Yeah.
came up looking like.
Look right there. You can tell this is earlier because she looks younger here compared to that.
Yeah,
This looks like a little bit of a psychotic show.
there were 3 characters that were real life, and the rest were puppets.
Right here.
Was this a
It's
kid show?
Look,
Yeah.
she's young here too. Like, why are they always like this action pose too? They're always like what?
I think they tried to base it off of anime.
I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense.
What was this? What the heck was this?
See, I don't know, and I'm
Look at this.
scared.
Look at this. I can't.
And
Oh my
that
God.
guy, the blue guy's back here, like all creepy close, all pressed up against her. It's like it's just not okay. This should have been featured on the Me Too movement.
Let's have a party, guys.
That should say hashtag Me Too.
Yeah. Like, look at that. Like, wow. All right, we need to stop that. we need to stop that. It's just creeping me out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep very well tonight.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay. She didn't start playing Stephanie in Lazy Town, according to IMDb. She played it from 2004 to 2007. If she played it in 2004 as an 8-year-old, she would have been 13 years old and 17 when she finished. Then it also shows her in 2008 playing in it, which would have put her at 17 going on 18 years old, playing an 8-year-old girl.
Yeah. So wait. Rockin' Robin wants this one. Take a look what they're at like now. So was there 2 Stephanies?
I don't know. The one you're looking for is Juliana Rose Morello.
This one.
She's a very pretty girl, but it was such a creepy show, and my kids could not get enough of that show when they were really little.
That's what she's now. 28th birthday. She looks really young.
Yeah. Like if you look at the picture right next to the second picture in.
This one? Which one?
No, back over here in the main pictures. You got that first one you show where you're like, she looks really young. And then the first one in purple hair.
This one?
Up.
That's up all the way. Or this one?
Yeah, right next to it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, she's supposed to be a little girl. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like.
I remember having conversations with people who had kids my age, and they watched it too, and it was like, see, that picture right there, that's not an appropriate way to portray a little girl.
No. Or this.
No, not at all.
Like who thought this was good?
Well, Chris Hansen would like to sit down with the guy that made this show and ask him a couple questions. I mean, seriously. So, you brought pizza and whiskey.
Would you like some lemonade?
You know, I think back to, oh wow, Patrick said she's dead now.
Really?
Wow, I did not realize that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I've got the one you were just showing, I've got her IMDb up, and it showed her being in from 2004 to 2008.
Yeah.
Unless they just filmed a ton of seasons. Which, I mean...
Oh, man. I just
that
found
guy
something awesome. Apparently the sign to Gotham City is going up at Six Flags Over Georgia today.
Oh, wow.
Just saw that.
You got a picture of that?
Is there anything since it? Yeah, I can show that. Hold on. Right there. When the last time I was there, it was just these pillars. And that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. There's the sign right there.
Now, Gotham City's not open right now, right?
No, it opens up next Monday on the 29th.
Oh, the bad guy, Robbie Rotten, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
That's because he kept eating. It's because he kept eating candy.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't eat any apples.
29th is Gotham City's opening.
That's when everything opens back up to the public, right?
No, everything's open to the public already. It opened up Monday. On Monday, it all opened up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Except for Whitewater opens up. The water park that's not attached to the park here opens up on the 3rd to everybody. 29th to general membership.
As of right now, Cedar Point's water park is not going to open this year.
Well, that's okay, though. I mean, look, it is what it is. You got it next year.
Yeah, Cedar Point is a lot kind of like Disney in a way. They rely on a lot of internationals, and they're just not available this year.
Yeah.
I know one thing that I noticed going back to Disney the last few years is how many internationals actually worked at Disney. And that was one of the first things I thought was, I remember growing up and there were so many internationals. Do you guys have a lot of that with Six Flags, a lot of international workers?
No. And yes. Last year, it seemed like they started a foreign student exchange program.
Yep, that's what this is. This is like a work exchange program.
But it was only at the end of the season last year. So, and I haven't seen any there this year, obviously. So, but that was the first time I actually heard that they actually did that in the park. So, which was all right. I mean, they were there, for hospitality reasons, whatever. But I mean, they really, it was what it was, But there wasn't many there, so realistically, the park wasn't being run that way. Six Flags did keep a lot of their own staff on with them, so they were kind of shadowing the staff member. So.
Oh, don't start. You're going to get me going.
Yeah, I've been I'm been getting up around 6 o'clock every morning, 6, 7 o'clock. This morning I got up kind of later, but yeah, just I've gotten used to it. And then
Yeah.
But I'm finding so many different things to do. And out in the workshop,
I
I'm building
was gonna say you're
a
out in that
vanity.
workshop a lot.
Yeah,
Are you working on
just got
something else
finished.
now?
Yeah, I got a vanity desk built for Caitlin's room. I got to go in and put
Okay.
the rail or the wall rails up and get that bolted in tomorrow. And then I got a desk to build for Matthew that I'll be starting on probably tomorrow afternoon.
Kind of
I
desk.
just got. It's going to be it's actually just going to be a freestanding desktop. He just wants something. My dad does a lot of wood turning in his workshop, and every
Yeah.
time we show up, the kids are leaving with something, a bowl, a cup, you name it. But Matthew wants something where he can display all the stuff he's got from his grandpa. And then once I get those done, I want to start on the desk for my office.
Okay. Arthur, I'm not sure who made that sign from Gotham City. Honestly, I really don't know. All I know is it's there. I just saw it in a picture from Facebook, so that's all I know. I'm the wrong one to ask those kind of stats to, and I like just to I'm not a name person or a stat person or can tell you who did what, this and that. I can tell you what was fun and what wasn't, and I'm going to show you how to have fun in that park. That's basically it.
Tony, you've got me going.
Sorry. Yeah, I started not long after we went on, and I don't know where it came. Wow. Because usually, like when we stream, I usually crash in the chair for like a half an hour before we go on. But I just see Danny's going now too. Danny's been at work all day. I just think we're all just kind of beat today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off the next 2 days, so I'm good.
I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night.
Okay, Lena.
I'm kind of sitting here going, thank you so much. I was like, hey, can I come hang out with you guys? So
that's fine.
Robin says Danny needs in Lazy Town leggings. That's just creepy.
We can dress you up with the pink hair and the leggings and that little. I guess they call it a skirt. It's more like a oversized T-shirt that she wore.
That would just be creepy. I'm sorry, no, but no.
They really should have named that show Creepy Town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going with that Creepy Town. That's a good one. Thank you for letting me come crash your night. Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
You're welcome, Lena.
I still want to hear your thoughts on other stuff another night, Tony.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't get that far tonight.
Get some rest, guys. Have a wonderful night. Good night, everyone in the chat.
All right.
Have a good night, Lena. What else you got for tonight, Danny?
I just want to tell you guys something. Just please do us a favor. If you're the one doing this, just stop. Stop breaking theme park rules, please. If they ask you not to take photos or videos on rides, please just don't do it. There's reasons. I'm just seeing too much stuff online right now that is just not safe. If you're gonna do it, make sure you do it the right way. And holding a camera to stream a ride or anything, I don't care how slow the ride is or whatever. Just please don't do it.
Well,
I don't even want to share what I'm looking at because it's just making me mad, and I already turned it off. And yeah.
Well, and a lot of it affects everybody because there are people that do it the right way. And Six Flags, now that they've had this break, have a chance to do it. Their Universal has cut out all filming. SeaWorld is pretty much all cut out. Disney's really, and Six Flags.
SeaWorld lets you do it.
Not on everything. They've cut out a lot of it.
Oh, have they?
As far as I know, there are two big coasters. What is it?
Okay.
Not Stingray. I'm thinking of Orlando.
Manta or some Manta and yeah, okay. I know what you're
I
talking
believe
about.
that they cut out all filming on them because
Okay.
you got. I'm just gonna say it. You got assholes
Yeah.
that just want to hold a camera out and be like, "Check me out, yay!" I mean, not even in a gimbal. I mean, a gimbal, I guess, can be bad enough. I mean, like I can tell you from experience, my gimbal, that phone's not coming out of it. I might lose the whole gimbal with the phone in it, but I'm not losing the phone. But
Right.
you see video of people, and you could tell they're just holding a camera because it's all over the place. And
yeah,
I know you've seen it. There's a video out there of someone on a roller coaster, and all of a sudden they reach up and grab a cell phone out of the air.
Yep.
The only reason why that cell phone went flying out was because someone was holding it out and filming.
100%. 100%. I'm going to tell you right now. This is not appropriate to be filming on a ride. Okay? Not at all. This is great for holding your camera, yes, but not great for on a ride. Because now, whoops, it's gone. Yep. You know, my box of little tricks right here. You know? So, let me see. This is what you use. It's just a wrist strap that has double protection on it. But here's the thing. If the park says don't do it, don't do it. Don't fight them. They don't want you to do it, don't do it. It's simple. Because now you're just making things harder for the rest of us that do get permission or, you know, care about following the rules. Like, legitimately, Six Flags Over Georgia here, you see people on the lift hill taking their cell phone out. And here's the new thing. If they see you take the cell phone out on the hill, they'll stop the ride, walk up to you, take your phone. And guess what? By the time you get off that ride, guess who's waiting for you at the exit of the ride? Security. Bye.
Yep.
Is it worth it to get kicked out of the park over your cell phone for a video? I don't think so.
Not one bit.
I don't think so at all. Like, I know we've talked about this before, but, you know, like, play by their rules.
It's not that hard.
No. If you really, really want it to put a POV into your video, there's ways you can get it from the park. Every theme park has media kits. It just may take some emailing back and forth or whatever else, but you can get that POV. But realistically, is that POV really worth it for your video? Is it going to make or break your video? No, it's really not.
No, it's really not.
Because there's so many POVs out there from, oh, I'm going to get that POV. It's been done. Every ride POV's been done.
Not great, but it's been done.
You know?
But like we've talked about, it's there.
But when the theme parks do it, they're better than what you're going to do. Because you know why? They have a professional crew come in, mount cameras to the front of the ride to get the smooth ride on that. That's what happened.
I just sent you a video on Twitter of one that really ticked me off. It's a YouTube clip, but they clearly knew that they were breaking the rules when they did it. I mean, it's literally only like a minute and a half long, but it's just one of those things of...
Cedar Point doesn't allow filming either, I guess, huh?
No, not one bit. And they clearly state even people in the media cannot film on rides. What's going on, Chills TV?
Hey, Chills, what's going on, buddy? It's been a long time since I've seen you around. Tell me they drop it or something.
No, they don't. But it's just one of those things that they've got a GoPro in their hand, and as they're going along, all of a sudden they have a ride operator up at the top of the hill before it drops, and you can clearly see he drops it down below the boat and puts his arms over top of it like this.
Yeah.
You know you're breaking the rules.
Yeah.
You're going out of your way to do it.
I mean, you forget also that all these rides now, lovely technology of cameras all over the ride. They can see everything you're doing. I used to be a ride operator for Legoland Discovery Center. I used to see every corner of that ride. It was a dark ride, but I used to see every corner of the ride. Every scene had a camera.
You know, I remember, not to date myself, but this was a long time ago. I was still in high school. There's a ride at Cedar Point. It was built in '69. It's called the Blue Streak. And I mean, you're talking old school clickety-clack lap bars. You pull down and you press down as hard as you could, and it had a seatbelt because it's an old out and back wooden, lots of airtime. You know, it's sharp, quick hills. And I remember the girl I was with. Now, mind you, I might have been a little overweight then too.
That's a good idea, Robin.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, the problem is, Robin, that list.
It's always changing.
It's a simple list. Well, it's always changing, but I mean, simply, unless the park has let's put it this way: if you're not at Disney, don't film on the rides.
Yeah,
it's that simple. Cedar Fair, there's signs going in. You don't film on rides. Just that simple.
Yeah. Six Flags has it, so it's on their
places.
website, but it also says like if you film on rides, you are subject to being ejected to the park. It's like considered line cutting, you know.
Yep.
It's just leave it to the people that they want to do it. Honestly, it's just what it is. Like there's no. Have I done it? Yeah, I've done it. But you know what? I've also, you know, grew in the channel and realized it ain't my rules. it ain't about the YouTube. You know, they don't give a damn about, you know, I'm a YouTuber or not. Like, great. Don't film on the ride, you know.
But it's also been one of those things where they have allowed you to film on rides. I've never seen a video of yours where it looks like you've snuck your camera on the ride.
No. I mean, anything I do, I get permission. Like, you know, we just don't go into places to, you know, be like, oh, we need that footage, or, you know, or if I need it or want it, I'm like, hey, how are you? This is who I am. This is what I do. Is it okay if we can arrange a time to do this? 9 out of 10 times, they'll be like, oh yeah, sure. Let's see what we can do for you.
Yep.
You know, like, and then you know what they turn around and say, well, thank you for asking us for that, because a lot of people don't ask us to do that. They just do it, and we don't want them just to do it, you know?
Well, and that's the thing. They're also going to probably tell you, can you be at the park at open? Can you be here at X amount of time?
Yeah.
Because we'll be testing, and maybe we can throw you on during a test ride. They're willing to do stuff, especially for people that have shown that they have a loyalty to their brand.
Yeah.
Like the more I looked through Cedar Point as far as a YouTube aspect, the more I realized that the people that do film up there, like I just sent Danny a clip, and I can't bring it up on my end because I'm doing it on my phone, but if you watch it, you can clearly see that this guy is just trying to sneak around the system and take advantage of it.
I'll show a part of it here.
Okay. Because my problem with that video is, let's say he brought that camera back up and it came out of his hand, and
he just got, wow, Tony, I can actually do this now. This is great. This is great, so it's not glitching or anything.
Say no, it's not at all. It's working really well. It's
I
looking,
know. So
it's
he just got off
rendering
the top of the
smooth.
lift hill here, and he's gonna do it about now.
This is a ride called Snake River Falls. It's just a quick wet ride. I mean, literally, it goes around, takes you up, and it's got a massive drop into
Right there.
a deep water pool.
He just
You can see he brings the camera down.
brings it down. He knows the
If you
attendant.
look up and to the
Yeah,
right,
you can
there's
tell
an attendant up
there's
there.
an attendant like right there. Yep.
And basically, she's not even caring that he's got a camera. She's looking to make sure people are seated and safe to go down the hill. But still, she sees that. Guess what's waiting at the end of this ride?
And
now, don't get me wrong. This is a great ride in the summertime, first of all, let me tell you. I don't know if you can see out in front. I don't know if you can see that bridge.
Yeah.
People line up on that bridge all day long in the middle
Just
of
to
summer.
get soaked.
Oh, and you get soaked.
Yeah. So that like he knew he was doing wrong, so it's, I don't know. Like,
and you know, that's really the only ride that I can find filmed on YouTube. I think Cedar Point's went out of their way to find these videos and have them yanked down. Because you know other people have done it. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's nice to see a different perspective than what Cedar Point's going to give you. But like Danny said, and I've never made any qualms about it, I don't like amusement park made videos of rides because you get one angle. And
I don't mind it.
There's nobody on those rides. I like to hear the people on the ride. Because when you have no...
But that's the thing. Six Flags actually films them with people on the ride.
See, Cedar Point does not. And the reason why I don't like it is because when you see a roller coaster go and you've never ridden it, there's something about hearing the people on the ride that gives you a great feel for what you're in store for.
But here's the other thing. We've talked about this before. Your wife even agreed with it at one time. Was, do you really need to watch what is going to be coming on the ride before you go on the ride? Sometimes I don't want to watch it. So, I don't want to watch that coaster and see what that coaster, like, oh, okay, like, I could sit here and study the turns and, how to prepare myself, but I want my body to be thrown around the first time. I don't want to know how high that drop is, what I can see from up there. I want to be shocked myself the first time, So, I mean, that's also kind of why we stopped doing POVs on coasters and, things like that. Like, I'll get you a month, like a dark ride POV and something like that, because you know what? Realistically, it's like that. I don't have any problem people filming with their phone on a dark ride or something. I get it.
Yeah,
it's fine. But anything else above a dark ride, like other than a train or something like that, like no. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Jonathan, the hand and the arm came over too. I think that was actually the girl on there that was up there in the front row of him. I think that she kind of covered it. I think she realized it, but I don't know. Like, people out here giving, like, information that the theme parks give, and then they want to go and create the video on it. Like, when Six Flags released that video for the new standards, how many channels did you see put that video on their channel?
I don't know. I didn't actually see a lot.
But you did see channels that did it. You know what I'm saying? Why? Like, you're cashing in on what they did.
True.
Like, but if anybody else did that, to your stuff, you have a fit. So
And
I
you're
don't
right.
get it. You know, let them release the news. Let the parks, let places release the news. We don't need to sit here and release the news for them. Let people go to them, to the source. You know, that's how all these rumors get started, and it's not good. It gets to be too much at times, especially now with all this stuff going on. We don't need rumors. We don't need opinions. We just need to know the truth. If you're not in the park, don't say nothing. Say, hey, look, this is what, like my video that we just did.
Yeah.
It showed what they were doing. You know, I didn't give my, well, I think they're going to do this. You know, and I've been seeing a lot from Cedar Point right now too. I'm sure you had too.
Yeah.
You know, Cedar Point has a lot of that right now.
Yeah, it's getting real bad for Cedar Point right now. And
Yes.
it's getting to the point of, you know, come on, guys. You know, really?
Yep.
I mean, there's no real information out there. You've got this, and this is for sure, but yet you want to, like, I got people that are posting in some of the forums that I'm a part of.
Yeah.
That are just, it's just asinine stuff, because everybody's wanting to know when they can make a reservation. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't post it anywhere, but I'll say it here tonight because they've recently taken it down. I found a back door to the Cedar Point reservation system.
Yeah.
I just basically, Cedar Fair has a central processing system. You just replace Worlds of Fun's WF with CP for Cedar Point, and it pops you right into their reservation system.
Mm-hmm.
And I was peeking around at it, and the funny thing is I don't know if I was the only one or if multiple people had, but I woke up the next morning and they had taken that site down. And,
I guarantee they knew other people were, and they probably found that oh shoot, we glitched this. We take it down,
Yeah.
take it down. Now they found it. You know.
Well, and here's the thing. I could have went on YouTube, and I could have made myself a name in the Cedar Point community with that. You know, because.
But you didn't. You did the right thing.
No, because what reason do I have to do it? I just
to hurt them, to hurt them even more than they're hurting already. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's all it's going to do. Is it's going to, and it takes away the element of what Cedar Point is trying to accomplish.
Right.
They want people to have that. Okay, I just can't wait to get that email saying I can make a reservation, instead of people trying to snap into their system and backdoor a reservation, which I very easily could have made any reservation I wanted, and I didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Is it actually going to let you do it? It would have let you do it?
I won't say it wouldn't. I didn't try.
Okay.
But I know the hours of operation. At least I know the opening hours. I know the opening hours of operation. I don't know when they're closing, because they're not going to make reservations for X time if you're not able to go in.
Right.
I just sent you a picture on Twitter. Would you mind bringing it up and sharing it? I wanted to show my new logo.
That is fine.
I just can't share it on my end.
You want the white one?
Yeah. That one shows up better.
Yep. There we go.
Struggles of having. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
I tell you what, I was really happy with that.
I love it. I really like it.
Well,
it's like
I can
an
tell
endless
you,
loop.
That's the first thing I've had so far, and this is my fourth logo since I've had the inception of the channel. And that there, as soon as I was done, I told Martine, I says, I'm going to the TeeSpring store with this.
Yep. I like it.
Because you know what? Even if only I buy stuff on it, you know what? I'm okay with that. Which I did.
You get that incredible creators discount on there too.
Yeah,
So you
get it
go on there and
for
buy the samples. Yeah,
cost.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
I mean, I did the same thing you did. I think I've got I think I'm making $1 a shirt. I think my T-shirt, just the plain T-shirt, I think is $19.
Yeah, mine are 20, and the hoodies are like 30 or something like that. But $30 for a hoodie is actually pretty reasonable these days.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
bad in black either.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I've got an image, or I had to make my images. I had to change the resolution on them, and when
Yeah.
I did it, somehow there was a glitch, and it came up with that. So I saved it. I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah. Honestly, the first one that I had up, maybe if you did it like on a red shirt or something, because you got the black font on there.
Yeah, well, if you go to my TeeSpring store, the shirts I have, and I don't know how I screwed this up, but when I was going through, I meant to make everything red in the store. Well, the T-shirt is red. Everything else, I've got a few of them that are like light blue, and I did some in black just to show that you can't actually see the logo, but all the rest of them are in white. And it's like,
Gotcha.
Oh my God, there's so much white on this page.
Yeah, yeah. That was like us. We had too much black shirts on our page, but that's whatever. We wear a lot of black. So.
And I had to spend a lot of time with that logo.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Yes, thank you very much, Jonathan. Because removing the background without Photoshop, I mean, it's still simple, but the problem is I'd have a lot of the color. Yes, you're actually done exactly right, Geek Done Right.
Exactly.
They only think about the views, and
they think about themselves and not the damage that themselves is doing to their whole community around them. Not even to the channels, but their community of what they cover.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons why, and this isn't even disparaging to you because you're so much farther ahead than I am, but I think that's the reason why I get stuck at, lower views because, I find these little tidbits, and this isn't the first tidbit of information I came across about Cedar Point that I could have went straight to YouTube. And you know what does everybody want right now? They want to be back to normal. They want their amusement parks back. And I had so many things, and I kept showing my wife these things.
Look at when this last Star Wars movie was coming out, was the same way. Everybody was, the fan theories and they're doing this in it, and I don't like that. Like, just stop, please stop. They're doing it right now in the DC universe with the new Batman Superman movie coming out, and okay, great. Keep it to yourself. Keep the theories to a forum, okay? Keep what your opinions are to a forum, not to a video. That's how I see it. That's why forums were created, was so you can get together in a group of people amongst like-minded and chat amongst yourselves about it. Just so you're not really spreading it out to the world, okay?
Yep, people in those forums expect the spoilers and they expect stupid stuff to come out. When I go sit down and watch a movie, I want to be surprised.
Right. And realistically, who goes on to like YouTube for like theme parks and things like that? It's not those, coaster nuts do mostly, but it's really not them. It's the families that are about to go to the park.
Yep. And
it's
really,
the
what
ones
do they
that
want to
are
see?
Just looking for a good time, a good video to watch, like somebody out having fun. Those are the ones like look. You got the Tim Tracker, Dev, Prince Charming Dev, like us. Those are the type of videos that I'm watching, and a lot of people are watching.
They want to know how to mobile order so their kid will stop screaming they want a pretzel.
Right.
They don't want to hear that on September 30th that this amusement park is going to release a special edition, blah, blah. They could care less about that. They want to know what to expect and how to enjoy their trip.
Right. Like, I want to see what's there for me to do. I want to see you're having fun, which means I'm going to have fun. You know, that's what I want to see. Not,
Yep.
oh, look at this coaster run, and it was made by Intimate, and runs 38 miles an hour. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Turning you off now. Goodbye.
Don't need to
Like,
see
yes,
you
there.
spinning around and showing everything off. Just tell me what I need to do to have fun.
Show me fun. That's it. Show me the fun. If you're gonna, if like, I get it. There are channels out there that are into that. I get it. Just make
Yep.
me know that. Make me know that. Don't don't clickbait me.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking any channel in particular here right now, guys, either. I'm just going on a rant because I've just seen too many things recently online that just really made me upset. And like, why are people doing it? I just want to push. It makes me want to push harder to what we're doing here. That's all. And I know what I'm doing is appreciated by many people. So, and that's why I push harder. Patrick said, I love that my 12-year-old knows how to mobile order.
You know, hey, that's great until you notice that you've got like $60 worth of food ordered and you
They
didn't
got
do it.
food plans. They got
Oh,
food
well,
plans.
you can't go wrong there.
She can order her own food through her food plan.
Well, with 27 kids, you need a pass in the food plan.
Yep.
And with 27 kids, it's too bad that the dining plan at Six Flags didn't include an alcoholic drink or
Geek
two.
Done Right. Thank you so much for that. That's what we definitely push so much to. If you like that video, we are actually going to the park tomorrow too. We have reservations to get into the park, so there will be videos coming up from that. And don't expect
Wait a minute, you're going to the park tomorrow?
Yeah.
Don't you have family in town tomorrow?
No, they're gone.
Oh, okay.
That was last week.
I was thinking that was this week.
No. That was last week, and we're going tomorrow.
Good deal.
And we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna show us having fun. And don't expect us to say much about, social distancing and any of that, because that's not fun. That's not fun anymore. We made the video once. It needed to be made, and we did it.
Now go have fun.
And we nailed it, and now we're having fun. We're going to show you guys how to have fun at Six Flags again.
See what Jonathan just said?
Which one?
Just now. Jess did a lot of the video. I like that she had more interaction. I noticed that too, is she seemed a lot more into this video.
Yeah. She's getting into it now. Like she's a lot more comfortable with, being with the camera and stuff like that. So
well, Patrick, when I come down, I'll come to the bar and she can mix me a killer drink.
We should take you to my parents' basement when you come down.
Oh, that's that game place you went to, wasn't it?
That was the bar that was with the pinballs and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was an awesome place.
I'd definitely do it if I was out. I can't even think of the last time I went anywhere outside of a restaurant that served alcohol.
I know.
That
was the last place we went, and I couldn't tell you a time before that. In fact, I think that was the first bar me and Jess actually walked into together.
Two geeks walk into a bar.
That's just the start of a bad joke. So did I tell you I actually got a game capture now?
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So you know how we were doing the switch with
Yeah.
one camera and two camera. So the cheap Five Below camera is not needed anymore.
So you'll just hook it right into the video card, right?
No, it's actually a little dongle. It plugs into the USB port, and I connect the switch to that, and I can actually use StreamYards to do it. So basically, I would have to invite, like, I pull it up, and I invite myself for another camera, and anyways, second hour. So I hook it up, and the switch is its own camera basically. So it's feeding through the dongle, and I have to open up another window and invite my webcam in, and it'll do it that way. So basically, like how we are right now, like I can do it like this, or you know, like this, or I can even go that way. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it'll work. It will work a lot.
That's good.
It look a lot better than using the one camera, you know, because that was ridiculous. That was definitely not the right way to stream that.
No, I mean, but it worked for what you had going.
For the time being, it worked. But now you can also see us and see the game. You can see the full screen of the game now too. So, and you get the sound and everything else too the right way. So there's no reason not to do it the right way.
Thank you, Lisa.
What would she say?
She said she loves the clock. Lisa is actually the training coordinator for the travel agency that me and Lena work for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She lives about 2 hours north of me. She's
awesome.
An awesome individual.
Awesome. That is good to know. Yeah. I see that, Tony. Yeah. It's impressive.
Yeah. It's been good.
Yep. So, does this microphone sound any better than going through the camera?
Yeah.
It does. Okay. I was wondering that. That's all, because it's going the wireless headset. So with the Bluetooth.
See, that's what I'm using, the nice wireless headset, which I can use with my phone, which, like I've said, is not exactly the easiest thing to use, but for whatever reason can't get it to connect to my laptop.
But,
Which what does it matter?
You know me. I'm a mover here, and you know what the wire that I had on the other headset. It was just I was confined, and I was like, you know,
just bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, I literally I got up and got the thing. I was still able to talk to you, and you know, so I just don't know how far out I can go.
Well, if it's Bluetooth, you can go quite a bit.
Yeah, it is Bluetooth.
I was gonna say, I know that I've gotten up a couple of times and walked quite a bit away, and I can still.
Yeah.
You guys can still hear me when I talk.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So Mindbender, is that the one that you showed me a picture of that's missing a piece of track still?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. Are they retracking it, or is that a new
retrack?
Okay. Is it a much needed retrack, or are they changing the trajectory of the
Um,
coaster?
Realistically, only area that I saw that really needed retrack was the lift hill, because there was one section of the lift hill that would kind of give you a good jolt going up. But other than that, it was pretty smooth in my opinion. I had no issues with it, but hey, you can go 25 to 30 feet on Bluetooth. Thank you so much for that, Geek Done Right. That's a question I had for a while now, actually.
You know, I always find it kind of strange that you got two
Yes, ours
let's
are they
just
are.
hypothetically, you got two coasters built same year.
Hmm.
They're going to realistically run the same amount of times. You got one that
Yeah.
in 5 years needs a retrack, and then you go another 10 years before B roller coaster needs something done. I never understood what,
Are we
how
talking
these things happen.
in the same park?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, because I was gonna say if we're talking the same coaster in two different parks, there's I can see a lot of different things taking effect matter in that. Like here, all right, let's use Batman because I know Batman's in multiple parks. I have it here in Georgia, then we have it up in Great Adventure, right? Basically the same ride. So obviously the weather's going to take effect on that because up in
yeah,
Jersey, you're going to have the snow and ice and all that. The weather's going to beat the heck out of it. But down here, the heat and humidity and direct sunlight's going to beat it up down here. How many guests that park has compared to this park? Well, you never know that one. How many times you're riding that, you know? And it's a
makes
machine.
you
Machines
wonder.
break down different.
But you can have the basic. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a great example. Intimidator 3 Intimidator. It's a
Hmm.
King's Dominion and Carowinds.
Right.
Their uh, King's Dominion was built by Intamin, which is infamous for rough rides after a while. And the
Right.
one in Carowinds was built by B&M. The one in King's Dominion is already being rebuilt. And the one at Carowinds is a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of it has to do with your manufacturer and everything, but you've got the first hypercoaster, which is Magnum at Cedar Point.
Hmm.
First 10 years was the smoothest ride you'd ever have. When I rode that a few years back, don't get me wrong, I'll jump right on it. But the train is very boxy, and
Yeah.
then they found out once you get above 200 feet, you got to fill the pylons with sand. It is the loudest roller coaster you will ever ride in your life. You can hear that roller coaster on the next roller coaster over, which is
Yeah.
a good 500 yards away on that lift hill. You can hear that coaster going up the hill. You can hear the vibrations through the pylon tubing because they didn't fill them with sand. Then again, they didn't know that once you start
Right.
reaching that height, you got that intense vibration that just
Yep.
travels through 200 feet. Actually, more. It's more like 300 because of the angle of hollow steel tubing.
Hey,
It's
Pirate
kind of.
Princess Red.
Hi, Pirate Princess Red. Welcome in.
Yeah, that with the sand in those tubings does make a big difference.
Yeah, a huge difference. Because and they did that when they built Millennium Forest, which was 300 feet, and it is quiet compared
Hmm.
to, it still makes noise, but man, you're going up that hill and you can hear the hollow vibration going up that hill. And I mean, it's not a fast track. Uh,
Right.
it's not a fast drive lift hill. You're going up this old school, the clickety clack.
Yep.
Only it's like intense. Then you got Millennium Forest, which has the hyperdrive chain, which takes you up 300 feet quicker than you can get up a 90-foot lift hill on a regular chain. but that clickety clack through that hollow tubing is just it's enough to drive you insane.
We have to acknowledge this one too.
Okay.
June 23rd, 1989, Batman came out.
Oh wow. Has it
So-
been that? Is that when it came out? I remember it was summertime.
The same date as our stream, because right now it's the 24th.
I read somewhere, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I read something
You're going to
about
ask me
Michael
what
Keaton.
I'm about to ask you and how you feel about Michael Keaton coming back.
Yeah, is he coming back in a film?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that what you were going to ask me?
Yeah, is he coming back in a film?
Apparently, it's rumored to be he's coming back in the Flash movie.
Okay, in the Flash.
Mhm.
You know what? If that is true,
He'll be back as Batman.
I'm excited.
He'll be
To
back
me,
as Batman after that.
To me, he was Batman.
Right here.
He was perfect for that character. The look, the demeanor, he had that Adam West-esque kind of not a tough guy looking guy. You know what I mean? You know, the Val Kilmers and the Christian Bales and
I'm not going to kill you. Tell your friends about me.
Yeah. The sparkly Batman idea, all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. After me and you talked, I was kind of on board of I want to see what Robert Paddington?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what he does.
I think he's going to be okay. I really think he's going to be okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was never into the whole Twilight series. I seen parts of some of the movies and they were okay. They weren't for me, but they were okay.
For me. Yeah.
But you know, I think back to when he played Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter films. He was good in those.
Yeah.
So I mean, he can act. He's not a slouch. So I mean, why not?
So here's what I'm going to go back to though, Tony. Is remember what I said in the beginning part of this year? Remember what I said? It's going to be the year of. It's going to be the start of the whole DC universe takeover, and we're going to put Marvel in its ugly spot.
Well, the only way you can do that is
the board. And
the only way you can do that is to put Michael Keaton back in that spot.
Not necessarily, but realistically, all you need to do is make new movies. They're making all these movies. You got the Batman coming out. You know, you got the Wonder Woman movie. You have Flashpoint. Then they're talking about a whole nother Justice League movie coming out. So I have
Here's my thing.
I have a feeling Keaton's going to be in Justice League. I have a feeling.
Do you think that they'll ever make a Batman or not Batman? Do you think they'll ever make a Superman movie that can actually stand up to the test of what the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeves was?
All right. Honestly, I'm going to be the one. And I never liked Superman. I never cared for Superman. Never really watched any of the Superman movies because I don't care about. I think he is one of the lamest DC heroes that is out there compared to all the others that you have in the DC universe. Look, you can like Marvel, but there's going to be that one Marvel character that you don't like. You can like DC. There's going to be that one DC character you don't like, you know? And Superman's that one character for me, so
he's kind of the cornerstone of the DC universe, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to like him.
I mean, that's like saying I'm a Marvel fan, but don't like Captain America.
You know, I mean, who would you cast as Thomas
It's okay.
Wayne?
I mean, if you want to be wrong about who you don't like in this, I mean, that's okay. But seriously, I mean, yeah, I can see why you feel that way. He is kind of a corny concept as a superhero, but
And that's what it really is. Like, look, it's a great thing for kids. Like he's that superhero that has the values and all that. For a kid, I get it, fine, whatever. But really, I don't know. It's just I never got into it. Like he's an alien. He comes from another planet. Okay, cool. He could fly around. He's fast. He's strong. Okay, like this is what a superhero should be, and like I don't know. I don't know.
But of all the DC
I
characters
just didn't like his
to
look.
not be a fan of, you don't like him more than you don't like Aquaman?
Oh, I actually liked Aquaman. Like growing up and everything too. Like I can get down behind that because realistically, think of it this way: water's powerful. Now you're a superhero that can control the fish and the water. Forget it.
The movie is
you're
better
winning.
than the basis of what Aquaman is, if that makes sense. The movie was well done. I think it was.
It was.
But
They
the
chose the right
basis of
person.
the basis of the character itself is kind of corny.
Yeah, but realistically, I get it.
Now, I'll tell you the ones I can get behind in the DC universe.
Yeah.
I can get behind the Wonder Twins.
You didn't think that was corny?
I can get behind that.
But they
It is
needed
corny.
each other.
But
They
Danny, let's
needed
be
each
realistic.
other, though.
Every comic book character is corny.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
the
Wonder Twin
Twins
powers
needed each
activate.
other. Yeah, but that's the thing is Wonder Twin powers activate. Like they needed each other. When one was in trouble, what's the other doing? Not much. They're really like, hey, Justice League, I need your help. They got my twin,
True.
You don't see much of them because they kind of like, okay, what are we doing? Like one needs the other. If we separate them, and what are we gonna do?
True. But it is intriguing.
It is.
I always thought the concept of the Wonder Twins was pretty fun.
And realistically, if you think of it, it's kind of like real twins kind of act anyways.
That's always what I thought too.
Like they're always kind of thinking the same way, and and I like that, and I liked it for that.
They have their own language.
Yeah, exactly. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing that always intrigued me about them.
I'm really wanting a Kyle Ragnar Green Lantern movie.
Let
me tell you,
Green Lantern, I was going to bring up next.
They need to do that movie. They need to really do it over again. They need to bring back, but they need to do a real superhero instead of a green mist. A mist that could destroy a whole planet that we're not going to be able to see. Like we already seen that so many times. We need an actual villain from that movie, from Green Lantern. We need that thing done the right way.
What did you think about Ryan? It was Reynolds,
Ryan
right?
Reynolds.
What did you think about him doing it?
I think he's playing way too many superheroes, and then we don't even know which superheroes he's playing anymore.
Well, and that's the thing. If you have an actor that plays one, especially if you get two of them from the DC universe, and they decided to have one actor play both.
Well,
even though, you know what I mean.
I could tell you one that already is like that. It's you got Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck did Daredevil, and he did Batman. Ryan Reynolds is doing the same. I mean, come on. I mean, granted, Deadpool wasn't DC. He's the only one I really think that actually jumped both DC and Marvel, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Ryan
is.
Reynolds.
For whatever reason, I was thinking Deadpool was DC, but no, he's not.
No, it's Marvel. That's Marvel. Hal Jordan would definitely be a great fit for that.
Hey, here's one for you. Jumping off topic here. Jordan Peele is
Okay.
rebooting the Twilight Zone series. What do you think about that?
He has rebooted it.
Has it been out? It's actually been out. I know.
Now. A year or so.
I rarely watch network TV.
I haven't seen any of it, but I've heard good things about it.
Jordan Peele is right now probably the best horror mind out there.
For originality, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge horror genre person.
But he's a funny guy too, on top of that.
And that's the thing. And that's what I was getting ready to say. He was one of the characters from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
And then you seen all this, and
he's doing a lot of work right now.
Yeah. Then he come out with, what was the first one he did? Was it This Is Us? Was it This Is Us?
No, wasn't.
That was the first really big one, though, wasn't it?
I think.
Like massive.
Yeah. Where they like clone themselves and yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like he had like haunted houses at Universal dedicated to his movie, and you've made it when Universal says, "Hey, we're making a haunted house of your movie." That's reserved for things like House of a Thousand Corpses and, old school, like slasher horror films. And then they're like, hey, Jordan Peele, This Is Us, the haunted house.
Yep.
And then they're like, hey, we want to
reboot.
Us
was his break right there, Jonathan said. Yeah, exactly. And
if you think back 15 years ago, I think everybody thought Rob Zombie was going to be the end-all, be-all of horror films.
God, no.
Well, you had the House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
Then you had the Devil's Rejects. The Devil's Rejects. Yeah. I mean, it's if you put out a list of top 10 horror films, would you put the Devil's Rejects in it?
No.
No?
No. No, it wasn't even horror, in my opinion. It was action. It was drama, action, gory. Yeah, but just because a movie's gory, that doesn't make it horror. I'm sorry, guys.
No. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was well done.
You see a lot of TNA and gore in Rob Zombie's movies. And look, I'm sorry. I love Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie, I'm sorry, buddy. I really am. I know you're not watching, but I have to apologize. Your music's great. You're a genius on stage. Stop making movies. Just stop.
White Zombie was great. Rob Zombie was not that good.
I go and still stand behind, Rob Zombie. Sorry. I didn't like White Zombie, really.
Now, let me ask you this. Did you like the first Halloween reboot? Did you like the concept? No? Are you a Halloween fan, though?
I am. I'm a huge Halloween fan. It's funny because Jess is Nightmare, I'm Halloween, and we meet in the middle, and she just doesn't, she's like, why do you like these? I'm like, because I do. It's great. It's a great concept.
See, and I grew up with the Halloween films, and, when each one come out, and I've said it 1,000 times, I'm not a big horror fan. But I love the concept of the Halloween.
I mean, we're huge horror fans around here. That's our go-to. Like, if we're gonna fall asleep or something, we're gonna put a horror movie on and go to sleep to it. I mean, it's just what we are, I mean, it's fine. But
don't get me wrong. I mean,
the remakes that he did was not good. I'm sorry, they were not good at all.
Were they not good to you because? Were they not good to you because they didn't follow what you know of the Halloween series? Or were they not good from a
No,
storytelling point of view?
it followed the story like I knew it. Like it added to the story that I knew. I liked that. I didn't like it had the Rob Zombie twist to it. You know what I mean? Like his wife,
Yeah.
you know, flashing everybody every 5 minutes in the movie, and you know all the
Yeah, I
gore
wasn't a
and
fan of
everything.
that, but
Like, I'm sorry, like just because it's a horror movie, you don't need to get every female in there to, you know, run around topless. Like it's just not necessary.
Well, it worked in Friday the 13th.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, even Friday the 13th was just horrible set of movies. Like, in my opinion, I never got into the whole
First one was
Camp
great.
Crystal Lake. You know, like
The first one was a
never
great
got into it.
movie. The story of the mom and the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing. I mean, it set off a series of
You know what? I personally think
horrendous wastes of film.
if they redid that series, I think it would be a lot better and it would actually have a lot more fans behind it. That's what I think. I think they were going after the wrong market with the horror movie remakes, and I am not a huge horror movie remake person. I hate remakes. If you're going to do something original. But if we had to choose, do Friday the 13th. Let's remake Camp Crystal Lake, and let's go back to the lake there, and let's see what we can do. With technology, though,
Yeah,
we can make this look so much better. It was just cheesy to me. Like that's what it was. Like the story was good. I liked the story. It was cheesy, you know. Like then you had,
yeah.
you know, Jason goes to Manhattan. Like, why are you going to Manhattan? Like,
How about Jason Goes to Mars? Was it Jason Goes to Space?
was it
Isn't
or
that like
Jason goes to
Jason
hell?
10 or something?
It was Jason goes to hell, or wasn't it?
Well, there was Jason Goes to Hell. There was also Jason
Yeah.
Goes to Space.
Oh yeah,
And there was
yeah,
also Freddy
yeah,
versus
yeah.
Jason, which is
And you know,
we could do an entire 3 hours on Freddy versus
wait,
Jason and how horrible that was.
right, but you can also sit here and have a debate on it. Like you can have a debate for 3 hours, but then you're going to need another 3 hours to continue that debate because there was two versions of that movie people didn't realize.
Thank
One
you very
shows,
much, Pyro Princess Red, for putting that in.
thank you, Pirate Princess Red. One shows Jason as a winner, one shows Freddy as the winner.
The only ending I ever seen was Jason dragging Freddy's body.
Yeah.
That's the only ending I've ever seen.
The other ending is really not seen out there, but you know, realistically, is he was dragging Freddy's body, but you know, he was like, okay, we're gonna reuse you, you know.
Yeah.
So realistically, the point of that was they were supposed to have another one, I believe, a Freddy Jason movie.
Keystone put it right. Neither was good. It was not. The whole concept was horrible.
It was.
I've never seen a worse concept in movie history.
Oh,
God. I just haven't. I can't think of another movie that has a worse concept than two different aspects of the horror genre intersecting each other. It didn't make. I remember watching the previews for this and looking to my ex-wife now and going, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
And then I could not help myself when it came out. I had to go rent it just to see how bad it was. Because I was a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I think we've talked about it before.
Robert Englund gave it his all in that movie. He really did. It was. It wasn't just like he shouldn't have done it though. He shouldn't have
No,
done it.
he shouldn't have, but he probably
Wasn't
sat
that
back
a
and
Wes
says,
Craven too? Wasn't that one of the Wes Craven ones? I believe it was.
mm, I want to
Craven did
find
it.
out now. I can't
Yeah.
believe he would have done that. No, Ronnie Yu did that.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things I couldn't imagine. Yeah, it was produced by Sean Cunningham.
Yeah.
Wes Craven, they probably approached him with it, and he goes, whatever.
I mean,
he probably asked him,
also,
have you been drinking?
no.
No, he probably looked at them. They probably went to him, and he probably said, "You've been drinking."
Well, I mean, let's look at this. I mean, Ronnie Yu also did, let's go down his wonderful list here: Freddy versus Jason, Fearless, The Bride with White Hair, The Bride of Chucky. Should we continue?
I hate to admit it, but he's a graduate of The Ohio State University.
But he also did Never Sleep Again, The Elm Street Legacy. Looks like that was a documentary, maybe? I don't know. But
might have been.
Chinese Ghostbusters? What the heck? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you do. You want to know. You know why you want to know? Is because you kind of want to watch it. Just to see what it's like.
It's not even listed to be watched anywhere. I can't even watch it anywhere.
And since we're on the topic of horror films, and you brought up Wes Craven, let me ask you a question. We kind of brought up this movie one time, just kind of on a whim, and we didn't go anywhere with it. But I want to ask you a question. Of all the really good horror films that Wes Craven did,
yeah,
where would you put the movie They on that list?
I don't know. It was definitely an interesting movie. That's the one with the masks, right?
No, that's the one where the woman is being hunted.
Yeah.
No, them. Was it they or was it them?
Yeah.
They are after her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and here's why I think it was great. And I've looked for this movie on different servers, and I can't find it anywhere right now.
You really
the concept of it.
Movie, though? Like,
is it? No. But
no,
Wes Craven's name's attached to it. So to me it was. Here's something that I'll say.
They're stuck in that. You know what I mean? They're stuck in that type of role then.
Well, then let me put it to you like this.
Yeah.
It's a concept film.
Mm-hmm.
That's the take I took from it. He had the concept and he ran with it. There's really not a genre for what that movie was, I don't think. It wasn't a thriller movie because there wasn't a lot of thrills to it. But the suspense wasn't there either because you didn't really see what was happening. The movie just kind of flowed all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, we found out that they got her in the end because no one would listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go back again and watch it again because I've only seen it a couple of times, and this was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of that movie, I don't think has ever been tried again. There's a lot of that. This is happening to me. That is happening to me. Like A Haunting in Connecticut, House on Haunted Hill. A lot of those movies. I mean, that concept was done even back in the 50s with Vincent Price. Right. But to lay it out and have an actual ending to it of what she was seeing came to fruition, and there was nothing anybody could do to stop it. It just kind of left that hanging of, could another movie been made, or would it just ruin the concept of what he put out there? Am I remembering this movie wrong, or am I liking it for the wrong reasons?
I don't really remember much of it, but yeah, I couldn't really answer that for you. I'm just also looking now that I'm really mad that they just pushed this movie so far back. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Ghostbusters Afterlife? Oh, the new one?
Pushed, yeah. It was supposed to come out this year. They pushed it to March 5th of 2021.
But has it finished production?
I believe it has.
Well, then the only thing I can think of is they're trying to get it to a late spring release, early summer release.
They're trying to get it to a happy little place we're in society right now. That's exactly what it seems like. But March 5th, 2021? Come on, guys. You're killing me. You're killing
Fire
me.
Princess Red, Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead, or this horrible remake that came out a couple years ago? I mean,
wait, what are you talking? Are you talking the remake, the TV show?
No, they remade the movie Evil Dead.
Yeah. Did you see the TV show?
The original Evil Dead was no, I didn't. No, I've never watched that. Really, it's not good.
You don't do it. It sucked me in. Well, it was horrible. Like, no, don't waste your time. I wasted my time for you. Don't do it.
Well, I appreciate you wasting your time for me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if we're going to talk about Evil Dead, you have to talk about Evil Dead 2. Oh my God. And you have to talk about Army of Darkness, the greatest comedic horror film of all time.
No.
No, yes.
Comedic?
Yes.
I'm going to talk comedic. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Okay.
Yep.
Close second for Evil Dead, or not Evil Dead, but Army of Darkness all day long.
Yep. Then
I've had days in my life where I've watched Army of Darkness 3 or 4 times in a day.
Yeah.
Just because Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is worth a watch once in your lifetime.
It's not worth one. This is more than that. Come on.
How many times have you watched Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Let's be honest.
A lot.
Really?
Yes.
Next, you're going to tell me you watched Ghoulies a million times.
No. I watched it a few, but yeah.
But when you look at Bruce Campbell, just had a way about the way he handled himself in that movie. You could have not placed anybody else in that movie, and it would not be the icon that it is.
No.
You could have slapped anybody in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes because the people in it really didn't matter. It was about the tomatoes. But you cannot have the film that you have with Evil Dead 2, and the Army of Darkness without Bruce Campbell. Just that simple.
Yeah, no. He definitely made it.
And it probably wouldn't have been as good as it was without Sam Raimi either.
No, but Bruce Campbell he loved that role. He loved that role, especially when he got the chainsaw in hand. He's like, yes, this is who I am now. And he'll show up to Comic-Con dressed up as Bruce, as Sam.
He loved that character.
Oh, he's still
I've watched him in interviews. Yeah,
he loves it to this day. He will show up in the blue shirt and the chainsaw.
Shop smart, shop as smart.
That is so true right there. Private Princess Red said that he dealt with so much because they ran out of money. The filming crew had to fill in for the monsters.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, that movie just really screams low budget.
Oh yeah,
But,
it works.
here's the thing. You got Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. You've got two of the exact same movies. One campy horror, one comedic horror. Then they says, we're not going to stop here. We're going to put you back. We're going to put you back in the 1100s.
It's like what? I was like, what? What? Why?
When that car crashes in the desert and they've got him surrounded, and there's the guys with the pikes poking at the car, I was like, yeah, let's buckle up. This is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say the phrase exactly like I taught
Toxie.
you? Well,
Yes.
For the most part. Toxic Crusader. Is that the guy that carried the mop?
Yes. They made a musical about it too.
Yeah.
They made a musical about it, and I've actually met the creator for Toxie. He is
Toxic Crusader was like the second movie from the Toxic Avenger, right?
Yeah, basically. Then they had the Revenge of the Toxic Crusader, and yeah.
Was there the Toxic Avenger first, or was it always just the Toxic Crusader?
I forget the order. I think the Avenger was first. I mean, you can also go to a horror movie and say, Mars Attacks.
That was okay.
It was funny as heck.
It was okay. No, there were parts of that movie. It had Tommy Lee Jones in it, did it not?
And Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, there was
and then
Kathleen Turner in that movie too.
I forget. I know Glenn Close was in it.
Glenn Close, that's who I was thinking of.
There was a whole list in that movie.
Not to get away from horror for a minute, but we're talking about like classic kind of older films now.
Yeah.
The movie was on TV the other night, and I seen it on the guide, and I tuned it in. It was about a quarter of the way through, and my wife had never watched it. Have you ever watched a movie called The War of the Roses?
Yes.
My wife had never watched that, and my wife was like, "This is the craziest I've ever seen," and I'm like, "Oh, they haven't even gotten into the big fight yet." And we watched it to the end, and I mean, I was falling asleep when it came on, and it's just one of those movies when it comes on, I'm like wide awake. Anything with Danny DeVito and Michael Douglas, you're not going to turn away from that.
Nope.
And then when he shows up drunk to her dinner party and starts peeing in the food, I was like, yeah, it's on from here.
Definitely.
Man, now I'm thinking about all these older films. I mean, and it's funny to me to call them older films because they were films when I was either like late high school, early 20s, and now they're considered like old films.
That's like, Independence Day is like called classic now. I'm like, what? But
I know, right? And Terminator 2.
Though, but Independence Day was definitely a movie that made you think like, oh, this can happen.
It was a really well done.
Until
the last quarter was actually a really well done movie. Then it turned into campy.
Scare you just to think this can legit happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it could.
It's like, welcome aliens, zap.
Yeah.
We need to run now.
When Will Smith's fiance is telling that one girl, says, "I don't think you should go up on that roof." She's like, "It's okay." Yeah, it didn't turn out okay.
I mean, come on. You know what? You also had Jeff Goldblum in it too. I mean, come on. How can you not go
anything And I always knew that he was kind of an odd character, and I think we all knew it. But
Yeah.
when he did that series for Disney Plus,
Oh yeah.
he showed a
He
side of
is the man.
himself.
I love Jeff Goldblum.
He is great. The Fly.
Yeah. Yep. But there's just a scene in Jurassic Park in the back of there visiting his, like, guys, come on, we got to go.
Yeah.
Now we got to go faster.
He's played in so many great movies that I don't think would have been great without Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah.
Because he's adaptable and amenable. Because when you start watching him, it's.
I'm with you on that, geek. I think the sequel did suck.
I never even bothered. Because first of all, I heard that Will Smith wasn't going to be in it. And it's hard to take a movie where someone was so pivotal in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like right now there's a movie that I'm waiting to come out is the long-awaited sequel to the movie Top Gun. And I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan, but if they would have said Tom Cruise is not going to be in it, I would not watch it. Well, because
why?
Because there's people my age that grew up with that movie.
I had people around my age that liked that movie too. I get it. I never liked it. I never ever liked it. You know which one I liked?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, evidently.
Yeah, that. But no, not. What the heck was it? Hot Shots. Just because it's spooked the heck out of Top Gun. Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part Deuce. Charlie Sheen at his best. Charlie Sheen at his best.
And you know what? Who realized that Charlie Sheen really was like that in real life? It wasn't just an act.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We can go on for that for God knows how long. But Tony, we're at 3 hours.
Oh. Even with all the technical difficulties earlier, we still made it to 3 hours.
Still made it to 3 hours. I think, isn't this the first time we actually made it to 3 hours?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, probably not.
We made it to almost 4 hours the one night.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's happening because I got to get up early for the park tomorrow.
We're going to leave 10 people hanging, huh?
I'm trying. I just been up so long today.
It's all good.
I can't.
I've been hanging in as long as I can.
Yeah, I did the same here too, and I'm like, I'm enjoying these chats, but we got to save some for next week.
Yes, we do. Danny's got his computer, so we can do this again.
We can do this every day. No, we can't. No, we can't.
No, we cannot.
But
no,
yeah, I mean, it's a lot better. Like, look, I'm able to actually pull up YouTube videos and stuff and play them,
and hopefully next week I will have some audio and I can actually interact a little better.
I actually look good here with the camera and not glitchy. My voice matches everything, Some wireless headphones now.
Danny's Mr. 2010.
Seriously, it stepped it up here, stepped the game up, The blue lighting going on.
You're about to be monetized. You got to be stepping it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, and if before you go to bed tonight, if you got a laptop you leave up running, just start a playlist for Danny's stuff. When we started the video tonight, yeah, he was at 200 hours. Everybody being in here tonight has really helped out a lot with that, but we still got a little bit to go. I would love to see by the end of this week for Danny to hit that number, get that stuff submitted, and get that out of the way so we can get him in leggings.
And Tony, I don't go back on my word, so.
I know.
You know I don't go back on my word. I may give you guys a hard time about it, but it would have to happen.
Not for nothing, but there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have reached this milestone, but I don't think anyone's put in the legwork like Danny has to get there. Danny's done it the right way. He's made his videos. He's done his live streams. He hasn't shortcutted anything. He's made his bones. He's where he needs to be. He's about there, so we'll get him there.
I appreciate that, guys.
And not just that, I have a feeling before we go live again, you're going to be there. So an early congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
I'm just glad I could have been part of the ride.
Oh, you're a big time part of it. Tuesday nights, I mean, come on. Bouncing back and forth, I mean, and it's been nothing but fun, you know? That's all. That's all it is, guys. It's all about fun. All about fun.
And that's what we're trying to do. So I'll raise a glass to you. Here's for a job well done.
I don't have one right now, but yeah. I mean, that's just half the battle right there. So next is keep pushing it. You know, that's all. And it'll be fun. Jonathan's that leaderhosen. Here we come.
Yep. Jonathan said it right. The journey is more important than the numbers, and that's
really
the reason why. That's the reason why we do what we do. It's
exactly. It's the people we pick up along the way, and you know the message that we spread, Jess and I spread out, is more important than the number. Honestly. That way he can start earning $4. Yep, geek, exactly. But honestly, that number right there don't matter. What matters is the fun that we spread. You know, it's just a bragging right, really. That's all it is. You know,
it's just somewhere to be, to show that the work that you've done has paid off.
Right, and you know what? It's also something that I just got out of the way. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, it's a tool to get me to the next step. And say, yes, this is what I am. I am a YouTube partner. Like, I can throw that at people, and then, you know, throw it onto the YouTube resume for trying to get into places and stuff like that. But
yeah,
realistically, it's nothing. It's nothing. You know. Geek done right. You can send me a message on Twitter or Facebook, whatever you got. And yeah, I'm always available. So I would love to chat with you. Definitely. But
did I freeze up?
No, you're there.
Am I moving?
I got you. Yeah, you're moving. You're good.
It froze up on my end.
No, you're good. But you know, like it's us spreading the positivity that we spread all the time. You know, we don't find the negative in things. You know, like, yeah, we joke around on Tuesday nights here. Okay, what the heck did you just do, Tony? Your camera is not on, Tony.
Well,
talk about randomness.
Yeah.
Am
I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, I'm frozen on my screen.
No, you're not frozen on mine. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, like, we just spread the fun. You know, like, I don't think we've ever said anything negative on our channel, huh?
No.
I don't think we have. There's no reason to. There's so much negativity on YouTube already, so not what we're doing.
About the only thing we've ever done is tell the truth about some things, but we've never really been negative.
I never spread any rumors about anything or anywhere. Or, you know, this is funny. Pirate Princess Red, I go, I love you and Jess and the Sugar Gliders, and either way, you guys rock. And then Jonathan goes, and Leia too, Red. Jonathan, you need to get the Leia shirt. That's what you need. You need the Leia shirt. The Leia fan shirt.
He needs a Leia fan shirt. He needs a Two Real Geek shirt, and he needs a Fantasmic Chronicles shirt.
Yep. Exactly. But I think we're good here now, guys. Have an awesome night. Be on the lookout for videos coming up. We're doing Six Flags Over Georgia tomorrow. And this man over here has been doing live streams and stuff recently. So,
Yeah, came back today.
yep. So I was busy at work. I couldn't jump on. So, but do you have anything else coming up?
No. Hopefully about this time in about 10 days, I'll be bringing some stuff
Awesome.
from Cedar Point, and I'm still
Awesome.
waiting to hear something from a couple local zoos.
That's fine. You got something. That's all that matters, man.
Yep.
But John just said if Cedar Point, if Cedar ever opens, still open. Still open.
Yep.
It's all right.
July 9th.
Yep. They're opening. So, but all right, guys. I think we're good, Tony.
I'm good.
I'm good. Guys, have a great night.